Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed Thanksgiving. And it turned out to be quite good on my end, and I sincerely hope it turned out to be quite good on all of your ends. So today, we are going to be taking a look at Half-Life Echoes. I've heard a great deal about it, but I've never actually played it. So I went ahead and installed it, and today we're going to be playing it as the Thanksgiving Day special. Now, already, I gotta say, it kind of annoys me in some regards. Now, what could possibly annoy me about this excellent little title screen? Well, I really don't like menus that don't get to the point, because sometimes they can be a little difficult to follow. It's like, begin observation, just say start game. Retrieve data, is that load? Okay, yeah, it is. You know, retrieve and terminate, like, yeah, it's pretty obvious what it is, but it just kind of annoys me a little bit. Or alter parameters, or terminate session, just call it what it is. Relax, conventional, stringent, we're just going to go conventional. It just kind of irks me a little bit. It seems like they're trying to be too creative for their own good. So, yeah, what can I say? I'm easily annoyed like that. Now, as far as I know, this is supposed to take place concurrently with, Okay, there's somebody talking.
Last time I heard those words was back at Black Mesa, when he whispered them in my ear. The whole world went to hell that day. When he brought in that crystal, I knew You know who I'm talking about. Our mutual friend.
Okay, so evidently this is a character that brings in a different... That's brought in by the G-Man in addition to the Free Man. So we shall see, man, just how this goes. So far I'm somewhat impressed by it. I mean, it's an interesting little intro. But we'll just have to see. This is probably one of the last Half-Life things I intend to actually do. Subject, Candidate 12. Evaluation commencing. They're kind of on the nose about that one, aren't they? Sequence 1, Foundation. So we're just like a scientist, it would seem. Oh, you gotta love those old Jeep Grand Cherokees. Graphics look substantially better than the original Guild Source ones. Okay, I didn't know if you could go in there or not. Yeah, it looks like they got some decent shadow work as well. Although I got a little bit of hint of slowdown there. No storage. Keep clear. Hint why they did not keep it clear. Nothing there. Yeah, every time it gets a little earthquakey kind of
Hey, it's no good up there. It's all sealed off.
Oh, fine. I'm already at the surface. Oh, it's supposed to be taking place, like, as the cascade is going on.
Do you have any idea what's going on?
No one knows what's going on. It's a game franchise being born. That is what is going on. I haven't clearance to even go to the goddamn bathroom. Okay, can't use the vending machines. Oh, we can go to the bathroom. We have clearance for that. You know, for a top secret military base, they certainly don't keep the bathroom very clean, just saying. Didn't think I'd really want to work at Black Mesa. No!
Damnation! Someone will pay for this mess.
You know, it'll probably be the taxpayers. Would not be surprised on that one. Bip. Well, I'm not that creeped out, Jacques. Believe me, I've actually had to deal with legitimately creepy fans in my day. Well, just the one. I'll never forget. Actually called the house. It's like, it goes to show you that anyone can find any information at any time. You don't even have to be doxxed. So, yeah, you can definitely get screwed by that.
I can't take much more of this.
I know, look at those system units, and look at the size of those monitors. That's gonna weigh like 100 pounds. That's one thing that's kind of funny about the old Thanks of the Giving. People love those turkeys, but, you know, after making that fried based chicken... Not the vending machines! After making that fried chicken, it's like, I'm never going back to turkey. Ever.
Whoa. Did you hear that? That sound. What is it? Oh no. It's probably those anomalous materials people again.
Dude, were you like dancing or something?
Too hard. Dabbling in who knows what. I'd be surprised if
There's not much of a story to tell there, Jacques. It's literally just, somebody actually was able to track me down to where I live and called the house and was trying to talk to me, and yeah, that was weird.
These ever seem to work.
what the hell is going on with our equipment.
I can't wrap my brain around it.
Well, see, the problem is you guys, you know, went low bid on literally everything, using Apple Mac. But there's been other fans who've just been kind of pushy. It's like, and it's always kind of annoyed me with that. That's why I don't generally like to add too many people to, like, Discord, or back when I used Skype, because, like, there was one fan that, like, just called out of the blue, didn't send a message, nothing, just immediately called the second they were added. That's generally considered very rude, especially by me. Date 5/16 redacted, so, this year? Black Mesa Communications Facility. This is, very ambitious. Looks pretty good so far.
You are completely wrong.
Hey, you know what? Do not assume my gender, okay? You don't know. You don't know. The first, transgender Half-Life character. But whatever. But I generally just don't like pushy people in general. Smash it? No. Let's see. No firearms in this area. So, this has to be a perfectly safe area, seeing as how it's gun-free. As we all know, guns are completely autonomous.
I can't access my files. I can't answer my mail. I haven't even been able to get into my office. Quiet.
I love that. It's just quiet. He's like... Is it the one evil guard? So, evidently, the guy from Blue Shift must be wandering around here. Is it Fremen? No, it's not. But why is he... I didn't even know if I was supposed to go in here. But we finally got somebody with, you know, a hazard suit on. Which I find hilarious. So the one other guy with it, I guess he dies like in 5 seconds.
Kindly lower your voice.
The darkness. If only I had a flashlight. Oh, you always have a bad feeling about this, random dude.
To do next?
We'll get through this together.
I suppose a security guard should know what he's doing.
Sure do.
Well, that was kind of obvious that would happen. It's like, surely he knows what he's... Oh. So wait, what is this, like, Gordon Jr.?
Get out of here.
Because he has a crowbar and a, I forget what those suits are called. Hazard suit?
We all have our jobs to do. I thought we were good.
I don't even know what my job is. I don't even know who I am. That looks really good, even though this is on the gold source. Why do I have a flashlight? Do I have a suit? It's like, who am I even? Who am I? What am I? Who knows? And welcome back, Lost One. Okay, so I get... It's one of those things where, like, the game doesn't really tell me much of, like, who I am. I know the time is 8:57. But that's not true, it's only 7:15. They lie. This actually does look pretty good. I gotta admit, this looks good, but it still has that same Half-Life problem of, who are you, what are you doing? Like, in Half-Life 1, at least I knew I was Gordon Freeman. I'm Subject 12, I don't know why I'm here. I don't get to push some cart. I just literally get to wander around like an idiot. And I do that enough in real life.
Don't stand too close to the main doors when they're opening or closing. They close hard.
Oh, truly, that must pass OSHA's compliance. Not the tram! Not the tram! Why always the tram?
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System. This train is inbound.
You smell something, Bernie.
Should we really be getting in a tram that doesn't work? They always say the cake is a lie. But is it really? What if it is the greatest truth of them all? And things are going quite well. Today was a very good Thanksgiving. I had way too much pecan pie. I'll tell you this, pecan pie is the best pie. You know, apple pie is way overrated. It's like, who would eat that willingly? Half-Life 3? Probably not. You know, the Goblin is literally just, you know, counting his mini pennies. Was it ever a good idea to get in one of these things? Oh no, not the Vortigods.
Get out of here! I can't do it. I can't. We'll never make it. Hold yourself together.
Or you could run. You could do something other than just... Ooh, that guy got crushed. Okay, that was hilarious. It's like... It was kind of hilarious, like the security guard was literally just standing there like, should I shoot it? That was one minor... what the hell are we supposed to do? Oh, crap. Maybe we shouldn't have gotten to the obvious death trap of doom. Half-Life 3 VR game? We'll have to see. Oh, Half-Life 2. You know, okay, so Half-Life 3 will be a tech demo for VR, I guess. Ugh. Now, that's some weird lighting on my face from this fire that is not obvious. It's not an obvious 2D sprite. Honestly, Half-Life 2 was not a very good game. It was literally just, to me at least, a tech demo. Eventually, I will review that. It's just there's other games that I want to talk about more than that. Because as I've always said, Half-Life is not that big. It's not that important to me. It's not like I really care that much about it. Yeah, Limerang isn't that bad. Although I will always go for I almost said pumpkin pie. I always go for pecan pie. With pumpkin second, pineapple meringue pie third, with lemon, sadly, a fourth. Now that's just pies. If I had to choose between my two favorite confectionaries, it would of course be pecan pie and cheesecake. Played any of the recent Tomb Raider games? There's a G-Man. I have played Tomb Raider 2013 or 2012, whichever the one. I reviewed that game, actually, and a fan gifted me, I think, Rise of the Tomb Raider? I played that one as well. I haven't finished that one, though, but I found both to be pretty good. Milk Tart? I've never even heard of it until just now. Am I alive yet? So the answer, of course, is no. Okay, 95. Sequence 3, Ruin. Now, if only this guy had just stayed on the surface. We didn't even know why we were even here. I don't even have a crowbar. I don't even have a hammer. I have a flare. Go ahead and save. Observation archived. Just say quick save. It's like, what if that's not what that means? Looks like Gordo came through here and just hoovered up all the supplies. I didn't even get a bloody fire axe. Hey, there's the Jimin. But I do have a flashlight, apparently. Okay, here we go. I like how I can... the thing is, I'd like to know who I am. Do I have any skills other than push button? Smash or pass Android 21 or a sexy dark elf? I'd go Android 21, assuming that's the female one. I can't remember which one, which number it was. Dark elf, for me, you know, She might be into some, shall we say, sharp things. Or pegging. And, well, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just not really into that. So, you know, I think I'll pass on the old dark elves. And they might take out the, knives. I just picture them doing that. And I'm not really into that thing. Now, if there's anything wrong with that, okay, maybe there's a little bit wrong with that. Do I have an HEV suit? Hey, I finally remember what that was called. Now, wait a minute. Since I opened up that door, can I go... Okay, good. This doesn't actually... Oh, that must have opened that up. Okay, I was like, okay, let's F6. And just fly up that ladder! Neverwinter Nights. You know, I need to eventually finish that game. I have played it, but I never actually finished it, unfortunately. I remember it being of adequate quality. Let's see. Vanilla Doom 3... Yeah, Vanilla Doom 3 is a lot better than the BFG edition. Oh, there's so many mods for that. I just reviewed one called Event Horizon MV. But then again, there's Perfected Doom 3. There's like a Doom 3 Absolute HD edition. There's a whole bunch of level mods. There's actually a level mod that was never actually, goddammit, finished. That remakes Hexen. There's one that remakes Thief in the Doom 3 engine. There's all sorts of things. You can find them on IMDb. You can find them on the Doom 3 Nexus, stuff like that. There are a great many things for the Doom the 3rd. Now, I actually even have a legit copy of Doom 3. I think it's the original CD copy as well. That way I can, you know, stroke my Doom cred just a little bit. And yes, what is wrong with using that separate flashlight? Yeah, it's not the most logical thing in the future, but if we're reasonable, then if we're gonna be all like, oh, it's not like the future, then why exactly are you still using a personal data assistant in the 22nd century? People don't use those now. So it's like, come on. It's a stylistic thing that I think works pretty well. And yeah, the BFG edition is way too bright, and the graphics really aren't that much better. Alright, and let's save again. Try to jump across. Well, I was going to say try to jump across. You have to, like, crouch jump across. Come on, get up there! Or crouch jump. No! Yeah, fuck it. I'll lose whatever that was. My health is fine. Yeah, chainsaws in the 22nd century. It's like, yeah, pump-action shotguns might survive. One Twi'lek or Succubus. Well, I'd take the Twi'lek any day, because the Succubus is going to kill me. So yeah, the one that doesn't kill me. Switch the flashlight. I honestly don't remember how much ammo that one actually had. Oh crap, that's not good. That's even worse. Oh shit. Oh crap. That looks pretty creepy, but it would be nice if I actually, you know, had a weapon of some description. What did that open? Oh, that's okay. Run, run, run. Well, that wasn't that creepy because they were all slow-moving idiots. Flashlight. I don't. The premise of this mod, if I'm not mistaken, is you're some random guy. You're Subject 12, and you're going around Black Mesa while all the Half-Life things are happening. I assume you are playing as a scientist of some description. At least I think you are. Yet you somehow have a flashlight. Right now I've just been kind of wandering around, not really knowing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I have no weapons. So all I can really do is just kind of run away from everything. Which I guess is kind of cool, but eh. It'd be kind of nice if I had a weapon of some description. It'd be nice. So far this has been a lot more linear. Okay, so now I've got a bulletproof vest off of a guard. Half-Life. Blue shift. I like how his vest was, like, off. Randomly. We get a couple of frame rate drops from the mod, though. I think it's kind of pushing the gold source to the absolute limit. Which is neat. Because I always like to see these old engines really pushed hard. What up? Ah! Ah! We got a crowbar! It's Half-Life time. Half-Life, full consequences. Now that looked cool. They're doing a good job with this, even if it took a little while for the actual game to start up. Oh, I gotta smash that off and do... Okay, here we go. Exit tunnel access. Alright, let's see. Oh, crap. Head crabs. Not the crabs! Well, evidently his AI died, because... just kind of standing there. Smack him! Smack him! I always found the head crabs to be quite annoying to actually fight. They're actually kind of kicking my ass. Good thing I don't have a stamina system. Come on, smack him! Smack him! Okay, there we go. It'd be nice if I actually had some health to pick up, but oh well. I'm not really sure what that valve does. Female vampire or slime girl? Slime girl. Might be kind of juicy, but eh. Actually played Half-Life 1 where I complete the second game. I'm a big fan of RPGs. I actually have a couple RPGs are my favorite genre, actually. I just don't review them because they take forever to do. There's a review of Mass Effect 1, Dragon Age, Phantasy Star, and Dragon Warrior on the channel. They both took forever to do, and they didn't get that popular, unfortunately. And there's a review of Skyrim and Oblivion as well. Well, that escalated quickly. It's F9, F10, F7. There we go. Must be F7. Depends on the RPG, yeah. I'm not a big fan of JRPGs, though. Like, I like a couple, but they're not my absolute favorite. Kind of like with Final Fantasy. I really liked Final Fantasy 1 and 9. But that was about it. I still need to finish Final Fantasy 7. I kind of got into that one, but they're really just not my thing. I'm a much bigger fan of Western RPGs. Oh yeah, that reminded me. Yeah, Fallout 3, I have a review of that as well. And I'm a big fan of Fallout New Vegas, and I'm going to do a review of Fallout New California, which is a mod for Fallout New Vegas. Why am I having this much trouble killing one zombie? Save. I feel like the hit detection's a little off in this. Just a little. Not much, but just enough to be kind of annoying. And it seems like your actual smacks with the crowbar don't do that much damage. And the AI is a little off on the head crabs as well. They just kind of stare off into space a little bit. And smash the glass. Bash the mash. Grim Dawn in Hellgate, London. I've played a little bit... Shit. I've played a little bit of... Chrono Trigger and Secret of Mana, but I never finished either one. A sorry or female elf from Dragon Age. Female elf! And yes, I'm a big fan of both Cheesecake, be it the anime concept, assuming that's not a bad anime concept, and the actual cake itself. And smack him! God damn it. Hellgate, London. I knew that. I know of that game, but I've never actually played it. And I knew of it back when it came out, but it was never something that really appealed much to me. Be nice if I had, you know, a pistol or something. Because bashing the Combine. Oh wait, that's not the Combine yet. Yeah, I'm not connecting with these guys. It just seems to be like a little bit of hit detection issue when it comes to actually smashing these guys. Finally, goddamn it. Let's see. Hellgate London got re-released on Steam. What's better, Mass Effect or Dragon Age? Oh, that's a really... That is a really... that is a really hard thing to determine because I like both so much. I would actually say Dragon Age, even though I didn't like Dragon Age 2 very much. Mass Effect really dipped in quality really fast. Like, it lost its quality fast, whereas, you know, I find it funny that I complain so much about Dragon Age 2, but damn, with what happened to Mass Effect, you know, I still need to play the third game, but Dragon Age 1 is actually one of my favorite RPGs in general, and it was one of 2 games that got me into the very genre of fantasy for the longest time. I always found that fantasy was an inferior genre to science fiction, but it was Dragon Age Origins that changed my opinion on that. But Mass Effect is still pretty good, but the big problem is Mass Effect 2 really took out all the RPG elements, and, you know, that really was pretty crappy. And really, the story for Dragon Age 2 was actually pretty good, especially when compared to, say, something like Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3 wasn't bad, but it really had some questionable writing, and that's coming from a fan of the Mass Effect series. It's like, one of the big problems with Mass Effect 3 is it kind of forgot what character you were supposed to be half the time. Because, like, I always played as a Sentinel, but the game always showed me as a basic soldier class. It's like, wait a minute. Or, like, that was just one of the little things that kind of irked me, though, about that game. Among other things, such as the ending. Dragon Age 2 might not have been nearly as good as Dragon Age 1, but at least it didn't have the ending problem. Save. It'd be nice if I had more than 3 health. That might help just a little bit. Mass Effect 1 was quite good. But after that, it just really fell apart. One of the things about Neverwinter Nights, though, is Neverwinter Nights and Neverwinter Nights 2 are very different RPGs from Dragon Age 1. Dragon Age 1 feels, honestly, like more of an extension of KOTOR. And KOTOR 1 and 2 are also some of my favorite games of all time. And KOTOR 1 was the first modern RPG I ever played. And I kind of judge all RPGs by that standard. So going back to Neverwinter Nights, both 1 and 2, or Baldur's Gate, is very difficult for me. Just because the gameplay is that different. Let's smack him. See, like, I should be connecting with this, but I am not. And it's quite aggravating indeed. And smack him. See, you fucking headbutted me. Yeah, I was going to get a bunch more games on the Steam Christmas fall sale, but ultimately I did not. I ended up getting a grand total of 3 games, 2 of which I gave away as gifts. And those of you who received that as a gift, you know who you are. It feels like somebody turned the heater on really high just now, and I'm going to need to shut that off, otherwise I'm going to melt here. That's the one thing I hate about winter, is that I always end up sweating more in the winter than I do in the summer, and it aggravates me to no end. It's important to keep in mind that they never went to Origins after. Vampire the Masquerade's Bloodlines. I have not actually finished that either. I think some of the later content, server support. You know, I don't know if Tali even has a vagina, but if she does, I would take her over Liliana any day, because Liliana is, well, not really my type. Let's just put it that way. Alright, let's save. I shall return. I knew it. 78. Hey, it's 78. Alright, now, for those of you in colder climates, you probably have the heater on, you got your fuel oil cooking and all the rest. Me, I just put the air conditioning system on, 'cause Texas. Alright, I'm going to jump in the live streaming Discord server, so if anyone wishes to pop in there, you may do so. VTMB? I do not know what VTMB stands for. And welcome, Shadow Strom. Save. How was your Thanksgiving?
That's been fun. Felt a little bit off than usual, but other than that, it's been fun.
Shit. Don't get off the ladder!
Is that a mod for Half-Life 1?
Yes, Half-Life Ecos.
Ah.
Smack him.
VTND is Vampire the Masquerade both lines.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I have that game, but I just never played. Well, I say I haven't played it. I tried to play it, but then it glitched out on literally the first level, so...
You need to get the fan mods. I'll link them to you.
Alright. It was kind of disappointing. Because it looks...
Well, remember, it was the first game on Source.
That's true, actually. I think like they had to delay it, though, because of Half-Life 2. Is that guy finally dead? So far, this mod isn't bad, if a bit overly difficult. It definitely could use... I could definitely use just a little, you know, extra health. Okay, what did this do? Oh, that brings that down. I see. Yo, crab, get up there! So it's not really a valve puzzle now, is it? So how is your Thanksgiving going, Renick?
Family's taking kind of going their own way, so mostly just been cooking.
Oh. Anything good?
Asparagus, green peas, mashed potatoes, candy sweet potatoes, and chicken.
Hey, I wasn't the only one who was a madman when it came to not having turkey.
Not enough people to cook the turkey for, so I figured, yeah, I'll just do chicken.
Well, that works. That fried chicken recipe you sent me was quite the hit, I have to say.
I'm glad to hear.
They were most impressed by it, as was I. Okay, I assume I need the box. Too bad I don't have physics because I can't just pick it up. Oh, I smacked that with the crowbar.
3D sound? What is 3D sound?
Well, it's a special time in a sound chip's life.
Well, no, I was going through the Republic Commando options.
Oh crap, no!
Down some of the volume. And it said 3D sound. I was like,
Yeah,
ooh,
EAX.
That was a type of sound from like the early 2000s.
Oh.
If you've got a sound card that supports EAX, it actually works really, really well.
Oh,
You
yeah.
Smack it.
don't worry about it. Leave it off.
And you don't forget you got to turn off bit mapping, not bump mapping. Otherwise, it will crash on modern systems. At least it does for me.
What?
If you have bitmaps on, it will crash. Or at least it did for me.
I think you might have to crouch jump over that. No. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna like try.
That works.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah, it didn't. Okay. Oh, I bet I know what it is. Come on. Okay, jump on the thing, jump on the thing, and jump on the thing. It's the Half-Life way. Wait, emergency shower? Where's the shower? It's just a sink. The shower's a lie.
Just like the cake.
There's actual. Oh crap! Ah! Oh, it's not actually killing me, so I'm just gonna swim through the sludge like it was nothing. Oh, I see. You gotta like smash through that. Bash the wood. Jump on the thing. Hey, we got prop. You know, Melvis, that is kind of what happened. You know, jump on the thing, and then profit. People spent a great deal of money on the Half-Lives and Half-Lives 2. And orange box. Even I did. Oh, god damn it. That was my own fault.
Buying it.
Hey, what did you say?
I'll admit to buying it, mainly because, well, Counter-Strike Source and Team Fortress 2.
And now TF2's free, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it's been free for years, I think.
Yeah. I played that a grand total of maybe 3 or 4 times. Everyone loved that game, but I never really cared that much for it. It wasn't bad, it just never was something that I thought was the greatest game of the year all year.
Here's a hot take, and I'm probably going to catch a lot of flack from chat for this, but Team Fortress 1, the mod, was superior.
Yeah,
I'm talking the original Quake mod.
Wait, did you think you were gonna get flack back from me?
Not from you, but from the chat, probably.
Oh.
Boom! That did a grand total of nothing! The explosions!
Are you?
It does nothing!
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I am kidding you. I am not your father.
I didn't think so. I got killed by one of those stupid Trandoshan drones.
Yeah, those things are tough. I used to actually pronounce them in a very weird way, though. Instead of Trandoshan, I pronounced it Transonian for some reason. Don't ask me why. Like I said, I just butchered the pronunciation of just about anything, and that's just kind of how that went. Lest we forget the old Garth Vaders for some reason.
Darth Vader, eh?
I'm actually tempted to now break out a vacuum table and find a blonde wig and make Garth Vader a thing.
It probably is by this point.
Need a Wayne's World hat. I don't know if I can still find any of those.
I'm sure somebody in China is producing at least a couple thousand. Talon. Hey, Talon Parade sounds good. That sounds actually alien. And don't ask me that question about nukes, because I forget which one's the right one. And so I end up thinking I'm saying the right one, I end up saying the wrong one by accident.
Nukes?
Atomic. That's how I pronounce it. Ha!
Nuclear or nuclear?
I can't ever remember which one's the right one. That's why we just say atomic. Atomic science. Atoms. We smash them. Along with...
And sometimes we just hyper-accelerate them.
I guess that could work too. Although I'd much rather smash Morgan Webb. Although she's probably getting on in years now, so... Okay, so what was the... Okay, the puzzle here is drop explosive boxes. Okay, yeah, you gotta turn on the thing, and that'll stop the thing because, Half-Life. That's the full consequence of Half-Life. Now, where's the other box? Okay, so I assume I lower the elevator there. Okay, there's the box. I guess I must be way more patient now, because in the past I'd probably be like, I can't figure it out, fuck this game, I'll move on to something better. Nuclear. You know, I've heard it pronounced multiple ways, and I never can remember which one's the right one. So it might not necessarily be that hashtag not all pronounce it the wrong way, which I assume that's the wrong way. I'm just going to assume it is. One of the things you have to remember is that a proper Texan pronunciation will have random R's in it. At least that's what I've observed throughout the years. So you wouldn't have, say, window. You would literally have winder. I've heard that. You wouldn't
it also extends to some Louisianians, except when you start getting south, then you get the Acadian accent.
Oh. Hashtag cultural appropriation. Speaking of
you start getting people talking Kunas, then you get real confusion.
What now?
Kunas. It's basically a dialect down here.
And yes, Discord. I am on Discord. So, let's see, where was I? Washington. Or Wash will be Warsh. I've heard that one a lot.
Usually you hear that mostly around El Paso. You do kind of get it more around other places, but I find the closer you get to El Paso, the R's start to get added a little bit more.
Uh-oh. starting to flood. Oh, I see what it is. Okay. You do that to go... Oh, you can't go over here. Oh, there it is. The broken ladder. All that just to go up here?
Trandoshans are a lot harder to kill on hard.
You know, a lot of Half-Life would have been solved if somebody just gave Gordon Freeman a grappling hook instead of a crowbar.
Yeah. Or a mag hook. For the... God damn it. For those who have read the Schofield series. Which is to Commando what Commando is to just about any action franchise. Because literally he blows up an entire aircraft carrier with an RPG. And the writer goes out of the way to explain it, saying that like it creates an explosion in the reactor somehow because of hydrogen or something. It's been many years since I've read it.
He would have had to be at the lower decks to do that, and even then, he's not getting out of it.
Well, see how that happened was, okay, our intrepid hero Shane Schofield, who I swear in my mind he looks like Jason Statham. What he does is he steals a Jeep on a French aircraft carrier, no less, loads it onto the steam catapult, and is catapulted off of the aircraft carrier. Then he takes out his RPG. It's literally supposed to be an RPG-7. Launches it at the aircraft carrier, and then it blows up. It's the Charles de Gaulle. Because in all of the Matthew Riley books, the French are evil. And somehow that blows it up.
From reality.
It is quite hilarious. Now, one thing that also wouldn't really work is... well, actually, when I say wouldn't work, the other thing that's really cheesy is... in that book, literally called Scarecrow, the whole plot is Majestic 13, watch this guys, is one of those, it wants to create a new Cold War, so they built a bunch of cruise missiles and stationed them in like random countries, and that's what's, and for some reason they got nuclear warheads on all of them, and the only people who can disarm them are like these top tier special forces people. Because they're the only ones with the proper reflexes. So, somehow, Majestic 13 is able to put a hit out on all these top-tier Special Forces people. And, like, literal mercenaries, ninjas no less, come out of the woodwork to kill top-tier Special Forces people. And, yeah. It's one of those books. It's actually pretty good, I gotta admit. It's really entertaining.
I can't judge someone for liking pulpy books. I mean... Hell, I've got a gun sitting right beside me that I got because of a pulpy book.
Automag?
I wish. No, this is about as rare. Tonics Combat Master.
Oh.
Because I like Jerry Ahern's and Survivalist series. I got it directly from him when he bought the company right before he passed away.
Well, let's see, I think that particular series is probably a little less ridiculous than some of Matthew Riley's stuff, though, because...
in the early parts, I'll agree with you. The later parts, not so much.
Because there's all his next book in that series had Schofield going up against bad Russians with an earthquake machine.
Okay, I don't know if you want a spoiler, but I can one up that.
Go ahead.
Cryogenics, massive time. The Earth going through a massive disaster-laden climate change due to humanity royally screwing up, and an entire base full of underground descendants of Nazis. So neo-Nazis.
Whoa.
Neo Geo.
Metroid Prime Echoes. No, this is Half-Life Echoes. Oh, you just got back from the range, Corey. Shoot anything good?
God dang.
Cooldown per swipe. Okay. I did not know. It's just like, what does it use a dice roll system?
Might just.
This is starting to piss me off.
I don't know, maybe it does, because like, if I just click it... Because like, in generic Half-Life, if you just hold down the button, it kills everything.
Yeah, generic Half-Life, Gordon Freeman's kind of channeling Kenshiro with the crowbar.
Well, subject 12 here evidently is not, because I can't just hold down the button. I have to like analyze the patterns of these guys. It's like, you know, if I got some sort of, you know, magical wand that like shoots bits of metal. You know, one of those things. One of those icons of Browning.
What mad future science are you talking about?
Or, barring that, I forget who designed the Beretta 92. Some Italian guy. They really stripped him down to the bones that fast, did they? Maybe that's just a plastic model. It's just a model.
Yeah, unfortunately Halloween didn't go so well for this area.
No one could tell the difference. There's nothing in here! Unless I can throw entrenching tools at them. Nothing. There you go. Listen to industrial music, and the answer is, not really. How many tigers have you seen in Texas? Some at the zoo. Not that I ever really go to the zoo anymore. There's mountain lions. I saw one of those in real life once. Hiding under a car so it wouldn't get hit by the massive amount of traffic.
It's for industrial, they used to. Still follow Combi Christ and a few others. Schnitzer Ebb, Velvet Acid Christ, stuff like that.
So I can never get into that stuff just because it just is too dissonant for my taste. God damn it. AR, TP9, and 22. You know, I've not shot a suppressed rifle before. Although I have seen one used, and yeah, they're not that quiet. Tigers are popular pets. Oh, you know what? That just reminded me of something. Something actually did happen during that massive amount of flooding. There was somebody's pet tiger that got out and like pounced on this guy, and the guy was about to shoot him, but the tiger that is. But then the tiger like licked his face, and so he didn't shoot him. So there's that. So maybe that's not wrong. I just never really heard of that.
At that point, I'm pretty sure the tiger was just glad to say, "Hey, humanity! I'm not going to starve to death."
Or drowned.
I'm going to eat this human.
No, it didn't eat him. Apparently, it was a very well-trained tiger.
It's Donkey Zombie.
The donkey zombie, eh?
And yes, he killed me instantly. Or was that a supposed to lose? Yeah, it was a supposed to lose. Few mountain lions. Yeah, there's not that many. There's not that many animals here anymore, sadly. Yuri or Monica? Hopefully, Yuri, you're not talking about the. Wait, is Yuri the lesbian or is it? Or I can't remember. There's two terms. I can't remember which one's which. And you don't want to get them wrong either.
Yuri and Yoi, what you thinking of? Yuri is female, Yoi is male.
Okay, then Yuri. I'll go for that. Not the other one. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just it's not my thing. Okay, I think we're going the right way. And I don't know who Monica is.
Monica Lewinsky.
No one wants that.
Yeah, I'll pass that. I don't want anything that's been anywhere near, you know, Wilhelm Clinton. I mean, damn. Because, well, Bill is not somebody who I'm a big fan of.
Bill isn't a big fan of Bill.
He doesn't like himself.
Favorite underrated gem? See, that's always hard to... These are hard to answer because, like, I have to think about it for a minute. Underrated gem. You can see, like, the obvious answer. Did I really go on a big-ass... Yeah, I did. I would actually go as far to say the biggest unrated gem would have to still be Concrete Jungle. Even at the time, people hated it, and I'm not really sure why.
I have it, but I didn't get very far because I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
You see, that's where normally I'd be right there with you, but but and this is a big curvaceous one.
You did beat it.
I was able to stick it out, and I was able to figure out which part are you stuck on.
The beginning.
Okay, see, that's the thing. It doesn't do a very good job of explaining what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to jump on those dreadnought-looking guys and bash your way in and rip their heads off. But it doesn't tell you how to do that. You have to get behind them and then press a button, and I don't remember what it is. I didn't figure that out back in the day either. So what I did is I collected all the various firebombs and just threw them at them. And through attrition, I was finally able to finish that first part. But literally all you gotta do is just get behind them, bash it open, and then rip the skulls out, and that's it. Oh crap. Oh crap. This is very much a... This honestly feels a lot like a walking simulator. Because, like, you can't really fight much of anything. You just gotta run away, which I don't really have... I don't really have a problem with that kind of gameplay, but I don't really like it either. Walking simulators have never been something I've been a particularly big fan of. And it seems like, when it comes to indie games, I was actually having a conversation with Rage yesterday about this. I want some real games, god damn it. The old middle market style of games, you know? Because, like,
Underworld
indie...
Descendant.
Wait, what?
Underworld Descendant.
Is that something that came out recently?
Yeah, it's just came out. Hold on, let me pull it up. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if it's come out just yet. It's supposed to drop this month. Let me double check.
But what kind of game is it, though? It's not... Because, like, the thing I'm complaining about mostly is, like, okay, the RPGs. None of the RPGs that have come out recently, the real ones, you know, like the actual CRPGs, have been ones that I've wanted to play, like, say, Tyranny, or, what's that other one? The one that Obsidian put out a few years back.
It's called Obsidian, no.
No.
Path of Exile?
Yeah, that. They're the top-down, you know, like, Baldur's Gate style of things. I just never liked those. It's like, when's the next KOTOR? God damn it. Just put the camera behind the character. Let me customize armor and stuff like that, you know? That's what I want.
This is a first-person dungeon crawling RPG. No, not turn-based. The best way to put it is take Thief, Skyrim, bash them together, and take the old Ultima Underworld series. That's what it's based off of. And there you go.
Yeah, I might end up liking that. I don't know. It sounds like that might end up kind of like the Legend of Grimrock, where it's like, I didn't get into that either.
No, it's... Legend of Grimrock is actually semi-turn-based.
No, don't save! I've tried to get into that, but I have a very specific kind of game that I like, and I just haven't... It's kind of like, okay, case in point, Revenge of the Sith. Generic, you know, Diablo ripoff. But, you know, it works. It's simple and effective. You just don't really get stuff like that much anymore.
Path of Exile might be right up your alley then, because it's Diablo-esque.
Yeah, but I still want something like KOTOR. I get that it's turn-based, but it just... I guess I'm weird like that. Okay, yeah, it's turn-based, but I kind of like the fact that you're behind your character, and it kind of feels more immersive. It might sound
real-time with pause. The only difference is that it's real-time with pause at the third person as opposed to like an oblique or other 45-degree angle.
True, but I don't know. It's just weird when it comes to that.
You might actually like Neverwinter Nights too.
I've tried to play that. I've tried to play that and the Baldur's Gate mod. I just couldn't do it. I don't know. God damn it. This game is starting to really piss me off.
Same with Rebel Commando for me, because I turned the difficulty up to hard, and I was stuck at the spot where you're supposed to get
okay, that didn't work.
Sev's data before he went down.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Because those stupid drones were zapping my shields. It's like, dang, go away.
Yeah, those guys are pretty annoying. Okay, I'm gonna do this twice, and then I'm moving on to something else. This is really pissing me off. I'll check the chat real quick though. And one of the ranges I go to does actually. One day there was actually a guy there with a legitimate machine gun, and my grandfather called him Machine Gun Kelly, which I found quite amusing. Yuri from Doki Doki and Yuri's cut herself, and Monica's a fourth wall breaker. Well, that escalated
Doki
quickly.
Doki Literature Club.
Gunman Chronicles. I never got it to work. It kept crashing on me like during the first 5 minutes of the game. Lucy.
Gunman Chronicles is good, but I'll warn you, if you're going in expecting Half-Life, you're gonna get quite a surprise.
See, that's not a problem for me because I'm still not that big of a fan of Half-Life. I should be connecting with this guy. All right, that's one.
I got one-shotted by a shotgun. That never happens in Republic Commando.
I have to memorize patterns and crap. Okay, I'm dead no matter what I do. Okay, well that was Half-Life Echoes, ladies and gentlemen. It feels a lot like a walking simulator more than anything else. Alright, so let's...
In one more year I need to actually boot up Stanley Parable for the 5-year achievement.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. Stanley Parable wasn't bad. I found it to be adequate. The mod, I never actually paid for the legitimate game, though.
You need to, because it's a lot different.
Okay. Lucy or...
The mod was good. The game is even more so.
Okay. I might acquire that one day. We shall just
I
have
just
to...
gifted to you.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay, this of course... We're now moving on to Sega Dreamcast. Dynamite Cop. I did a stream of the arcade version that kind of worked. This was one of the games that I rented back in the day for the Dreamcast but never owned. Go ahead and play as the chick because, well, chicks are hot. And Lucy or Taka... I do not know anything about Elfen Lied other than it's really dark... And I've never seen Tokyo Ghoul, so I might just pass on both and just remain fapping at Pornhub. Plate carriers. I've never actually owned one.
If you want a good one, Condor.
Plays Half-Life mod for free and lad culture. I do not know what that means. That must be some thing the cool kids are talking about.
Just don't drink too much Buckfast.
Oh dear. Kids in your Half-Life 1s and your Fallout 2s. Can't keep up these days.
Plate carrier wise, like I say, anything Condor is pretty good. I added a lightweight one. Though I'll warn you, the plates and the padding is not cheap.
Yeah, the only ballistic vest I have is some ancient Class 2A, and that's it. And that's all I still have to this day. Ooh! Broke her arm. Okay, that pain sound really sounds like a orgasm. Just saying.
Maybe. I don't know. She could be a masochist.
Oh, the way she was dressed, I don't know. And throw him! Well, that wasn't the best throw, and I picked up an illustration. Okay. That's one thing I do love about Japanese games, is they can be very weird, but in a good way. And, of course, we've got a Koopa. I don't remember this.
A Koopa?
Yeah, it's a Koopa Troopa. Or a guy dressed as one.
Turtle Shell, yeah. That's because this is the sequel to the original Dynamite Cop arcade, and things just get weirder.
Oh dear. Now, the one thing that I don't like about this emulator I'm using... Oh, crap! Really? How long? I had no time to react. The only thing I don't like about this emulator is the fact that I can't use save states, so I'm probably screwed in trying to actually finish the game.
Actually, no. You might not finish it in one run, but you can earn more continues, so you can eventually get through this.
Alright.
I've never
Somewhere I've
died.
got a BMU where I've actually completed the game with one credit.
Yeah. Smack him. Ooh, that's sexual harassment. Go on, get the MP5. That's also sexual harassment. Believe women.
That's kind of harassment.
Actually, that's a
I don't
fat
think-
chick.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't think you'd want harassment from these two.
No?
I don't think anybody would want harassment from these two.
Oh!
Are they overweight?
Yeah, and on a scale of 1 to 10, they on a good day they'd push it 2.
Got a little girl on girl there. MP5! Yeah, well, there goes the first continue. But at least she has clothes again. Friday the 13th. You know, I might do that at some point. Just not today. Because that requires me to, like, get out of... Anti-ship missile? What? What? Holy shit! That better have killed him. Okay, that was unexpected. I don't remember anything from this game, evidently.
And where is that girl? Find her and bring her to me.
Why is this falling into obscurity?
Because this is the villain from the last game just went full on banana bread bonkers.
Ooh, banana bread.
Ooh, kicked him in the crotch.
Alright, so what's that?
I'm trying to get the Discord overlay to go on Republic Commando, but I can't do it.
Well,
You gotta remember that Republic Commando is an absolutely... Smack him at the table! Throw apples at her! I missed with the table.
Republic Commando is smack him with a table?
Yes. It's a brutal game.
I'll check the
that's
chat in a
just-
minute. This is what...
that's a euphemism of how good Republic Commando is.
I'll pick up the P, which evidently...
At the table.
Rape him in the corner. Okay, that's actually something kind of cool. It's like, as you get more damaged, you lose more clothes. I'm glad I played as the chick. I mean, believe women.
Believe in wardrobe malfunctions.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way to live.
Oh, I can't pick up the plate of apple. Oh, I missed the soda.
Soda.
Oh, crap. I don't know what the kick button is.
There's a Mountain Dew right next to me.
I didn't know what the kick button was because I'm just emulating the controller, so I don't know what B is. Ah, just gonna try to throw a chair. Oh, throw the right at him. Yeah. You know, I might try to find this legit. I mean, I'm playing this legit right now.
I hate to say it, but the price on it's gone up.
No. Let me guess, it's like $100.
More like 60 to 80, depending.
Ah, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, this is the fully legit copy. I paid $1,000 for it.
You paid $1,000 for a game, you're not gonna have to talk.
Actually, there's a few games that are worth paying that, though they're not for playing, they're for investments.
like arcade machines.
No, because you can get an arcade machine. Depending on the arcade machine, you can get those from. Cheapest I've ever refurbed one was right about $100. This guy wanted his office property, and most expensive I've ever had to do on a refurb was right around $10,000.
Damn, what was that one?
Is it one of those that you have to sit in? You're okay.
Yes, the Daytona USA Deluxe.
No. Oh crap! No. I'm gonna miss all of these because I just don't know what the controls are when they're mapped on here.
So, Raymond, you know a game called Xenophobe, right?
Yep,
My dad and his friend actually paid only $100 for it.
that's a good deal.
And as soon as we're done with our basement, my dad's gonna have his friend bring it over here because he doesn't want it in his house anymore. So, also that and my aunt and uncle, which we went over to their house for Thanksgiving. My aunt bought an arcade machine that has about 300 games on it. It has a bunch of the old arcade classics like Donkey Kong, Tetris.
It's got most of the JAMA games. I don't know if it's a main unit or if it's going to be a Pandora's box.
Right. And then she has a Black Knight pinball game, and then...
Oh, you hold on to that. Don't ever let that go.
No.
Unless you were desperate.
Kebab. I shall beat him with the
How rare are those
kebab.
things?
the prices are going up. The original Black Knight is right now in good condition. The least you're going to get for it is about $2,000.
Shit.
She's still, my aunt's still putting new lights in it and stuff like that. To make it,
Grab it.
Now, normally while I do work on pinball tables, I'm gonna actually suggest you look up Todd Tucky, TNT Amusements. You can find him even on YouTube. He does exceptional work on pinballs.
That's what my aunt does. She looks up on YouTube. It's in really great shape. Everything works. It's just the amount of pinballs that it keeps sending forth after one falls down.
Ooh, I got fucked up on that.
He accidentally set it to 680 instead of 3.
Oh, jeez. Well, you're gonna have to go back in the dip switches for that.
Yep, she did. She fixed it.
So, speaking of
No!
So speaking of National Weight Gain Day, guess what soup I tried? It's a sweet potato soup with I think it's like some sort of like, I don't know, marshmallow or some shit. Some sort of like marshmallow cream as well as like parsley. It was surprisingly kind of good.
Not even.
Well, that reminds me, I have the mini arcade machines. I have Frogger, Cubert, Galaga, Karate Champ, and Pac-Man.
Not bad.
That is so cheap. That does so much damage. Go on.
Because it's arcade 1-up machines, you can actually mod those pretty easy to
Pick up the health. Pick up the health.
High.
And yes, I was beating somebody with, you know, bread. Oh crap, oh crap, I don't know what kick is!
So, John, weren't you going to play Half-Life, Echoes?
I did, and I said fuck it.
Was it too hard for you?
I don't know if it's too hard, it's just, I said fuck it.
Don't lie, General. We were watching.
Well, look, my crowbar wasn't connecting, and this is a billion times more fun, so, yeah.
How is your crowbar not connected?
It wasn't! You can play back the footage!
Yeah.
Not on, like... You know, I guess I could just actually try out the mod myself and judge for myself on that regard.
And it felt like a walking simulator, so... Ooh! Ooh!
Also, she has
Walking
a...
simulator.
I think it's Fireball.
He's already dead!
Your carrot's not gonna save you now, dude! Eat barrel. Oh, I didn't get to throw the barrel.
Oh, that was so weird.
Eat barrel.
I saw a Trandoshan carrying Seth.
Doing what?
You know those big Trandoshans that carry those heavier repeaters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw one carrying Sev.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Are you on the assault ship?
Yep.
Well,
the
of course.
prosecutor.
I
Smack
played that
The
game.
prosecutor.
And
I've played this
John,
game a million times, but I've never seen that.
and John, which game are you referring to as a walking simulator? Because I have no idea.
Half-Life Echoes.
I never
Come on,
actually
kick it.
played Half-Life Echoes. I said I would probably just try it out and see for myself, but I didn't say that I confirmed I didn't confirm that I liked or disliked it, so.
Yeah, give it a try.
Yeah, the only
Yeah,
cool
someone took his
Trandoshan-
spaghetti. Very
Somebody
angry
took
chef.
his
Shit.
Haven't you
The only
found her
cool
yet?
Trandoshan.
Nine-tailed fox from SCP or a slime?
Time.
I'll take the slime.
Nine-tailed fox is actually pretty efficient.
Gary's mod. See you, Techstorm. All soy boys belong to us. Oh dear.
Huh?
Power Stone. I'm not sure if I know what that is.
Power Stone Avengers.
Fighter.
Power Stone.
8 MP5! I have a machine gun. Ho 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 indeed.
I don't know, I didn't know you were a hoe.
How do you think I'm able to afford the computer? And throw a wooden box! Oh, I missed a wooden box. Eat grenades! Oh!
Do what you gotta do.
Do the HK slap. This is what, is this supposed to be a Punisher wannabe? It's his weak millennial son.
All the more reason to kick his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap! Oh, if only I could have got this game legit. I mean, this is amazing. I don't remember any of this. Like, I remember none of this. Then again, I probably only rented it once back in 1998, so there's that.
So wait, General, are you saying you got this game illegitimately?
No, I paid $1 million for it. I was originally... I'm literally beating him with a side of beef, okay?
Yep. Well, you're gonna do so with tuna later. If you choose the right path.
Which I probably won't be able to, just because I don't know the controls that are emulated. I'm literally beating somebody up with a side of beef. How many games let you do that? And you can eat the beef. For health.
After you're done beating him with it, you can use the bloody beef to eat.
It's tenderized.
The queef beef.
I am playing the female character, so...
You don't want that beef, trust me.
What do the peas do?
Of course you don't.
They power you up for special attacks.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. That is a very strange walk. Oh wait, this kid is literally small enough to fit in luggage. What is she, a midget? Left. Hey, I did it. I actually was able to do a QTE well enough. Smack him.
Oh my god! Congratulations, you have won.
It's not fair. I don't even have a gun. It's a gun-free zone. Everyone's supposed to be safer now, right?
Free zone?
It never works like that.
What? You're saying they lied? Needs to be a put. Holy crap! You could. I literally just arrested a guy, evidently.
Yep. You get behind him with a gun, you can do that.
Okay, that's
You know that's probably gonna be.
This is the UK.
Ow.
Okay, and I died again. I don't know how many continues I even have. We shall go until I run out of continues.
It's funny how Victor basically catches boss nothing.
Oh, I just got shot in the back. Ooh, get the missile! Get the missile! Anti-ship missile! It's just so crazy. It literally just... Whatever it hits... Oh, well, then I get shot with a... I'll check the chat in a second. I'm having way too much fun with this game. I mean, holy crap. This is just...
This is Dynamite Cop for the Sega Dreamcast.
I can see why I still remember, like, parts of it. Not much. I remember this level, actually. Quite distinctly. After, like, 20 or so years now. What the hell? Am I really fighting?
Yep, you're
the
fighting
Kraken?
the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
And I'm beating him with, what, a giant spark plug? I get the anti-ship missile? The water gun? Okay, this guy's got a lot of health. It's like shooting out little mini Krakens. What is he, a xenomorph?
Might be.
The Xeno Kraken.
Yeah, his dreams of becoming Cthulhu.
Go, Magic Cthulhu.
Where's Aquaman when you need him?
See, I really wish you could pick up the lightsaber here.
Yeah.
It's the same. The way the model is, it looks like you're supposed to be able to pick it up.
It is a tease, I will say that. But, in all reality, it's not like Boss knows how to use a sword.
No, but I mean, they are
on a
trained
sword
hand-to-hand combat.
No weight at the end of the blade.
Well, there's that too. You know, that actually is something that's mentioned in KOTOR. It's like, that's why people can't use lightsabers. And I just got hentai-raped.
That was not a case of consenticles.
Come on, smack him! Oh my. He's almost dead. Hey, you know, that's bad touch.
Stranger danger. That's stranger danger.
You don't get much more strange than having to fight a Kraken
Well, that
on a
is the
cruise
ultimate,
ship.
That's the ultimate stranger danger, though.
Pounding the tuna. Oh crap! Oh crap! Okay, never mind. It was just uncut. Who is this guy? Okay, she's literally hiding in there still. They have no idea.
Heavy ACP repeater. I hate
Why is this so obscure? I don't understand it.
I don't know, man.
This is amazing.
There's also a Chinese version of this. Sega China developed, which unfortunately didn't get a Dreamcast port, and it's even weirder.
It's the China.
What is it for?
It's for Sega AM3 hardware, I do believe. I'll have to check.
So wait, there's mutant chickens and black Vikings. I mean,
it's Japan. You're thinking way too much.
if I ever had the money, I would love to visit Japan, but it ain't cheap. Little bit of girl on girl there. No, don't shoot her. Well, not that way. Random punk rock chick.
The heavy ACP repeater is so fun to use.
Yeah, that's a great weapon. That's a really great weapon.
That is a classic, although it chews through ammo very fast.
I mean, it's a heavy repeater.
Ooh, oh! I love the wrestling moves.
I've heard that the heavy repeater does the most melee damage out of all the guns. I think.
It could. Okay. I know you're basically just ramming the spiky tip into them.
Pretty much.
General, I heard
the sequel
that.
to this is Dynamite Deca. The sequel to this is Dynamite Deca 3 Asian Dynamite, and it's running on the Channel hardware, so it means it can be emulated. There's no way to legally buy it, so you might as well. Yes. Oh, you should see the game over screen.
Asian Napoleon Dynamite.
No, this is far weirder than that could ever be.
Asian Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah,
Oh.
this would make Asian Napoleon Dynamite look completely normal.
Well, I'm fighting weird skeleton guys that who are a third gender because they can literally divide themselves into more people, complete with clothes.
They just reproduce asexually. That's literally what that is.
Oh, so it's not a third gender. See, even then.
No, not a gender. There's only two.
Back it.
Basically, they're budding clones of Baron Samdi.
I think there's a secret boss in Golden. Oh, come on.
Would it be Jaws? I
No.
think?
No. The secret boss in GoldenEye was the Baron. And he was like supposed to be the... when I actually played that game, I hadn't seen Live and Let Die. So I thought he was like some sort of like supernatural like zombie boss for some reason.
Oh no.
Because he looks pretty scary in GoldenEye.
Because he's a big old zombo?
Well...
He's got the full face paint and the top hat.
Oh.
Kind of an imposing, scary-looking guy.
For a second, I thought you said bagel zombie.
Power Stone, I will have
bagel
to...
zombies.
It's like, what's a bagel zombie?
Green bagel.
The zombies the people that got zombified at the Panera Bread.
Panera Bread will be the end of us all.
Actually, I kind of like Panera Bread, to be honest.
Yeah, I like their baguettes.
They start producing a sun-dried tomato bagel, I might go. Till then...
Somebody touch my baguette.
Back up! Give me the... Ooh! It's apparently the Furrier, or whatever. Oh, Furrier, I get it. Oh god, it's furries! In 1990, whatever the hell this is.
Actually, they've existed since the 1960s, but hey.
Yeah, I found that out, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
And now you know. You can't unsee it.
least it's not a Chakot.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
oh
Yeah.
It's hard.
the DM went into a lengthy description of the specimen.
Caution. I don't know what punch is! So she gets to look completely incompetent because I don't know what punch is. You have to fight, Shark Boy! Well, it's more like Shark middle-aged man, but close enough.
Yeah, it's not the wrestler, not the pseudo luchador.
Shark middle-aged man.
So where's middle-aged woman? Where is Lava middle-aged woman at?
I don't know.
This is well before that horrible, crappy, we shall not mention it movie.
PMS. I swear.
Come on!
I have no idea how many continues I have. Hopefully I have plenty. At least I got further than the first level, so I'm happy about that. Because I remember like dying way more than this as a kid for some reason.
Now you're about midway through the game. Well, at least this particular mission set.
Oh, crap. Oh, I did push right. Okay, good. I remember this from the arcade, and like the arcade, it was like in Japanese, so I had no clue what to actually hit.
Impossible.
That's recast. I really do like this combat system, though. It's like you really feel she's just like breaking every bone in his body. That's hardcore.
Now, Mr. Krabs.
It's pretty much she's playing the most demented dream that a chiropractor who's also a sadist would try to put onto some poor unfortunate individual.
This is just perfect. This is coming off of Half-Life Echoes. I've really got to change the name of this stream though from Half-Life Echoes to Dreamcast Jamboree because honestly Half-Life Echoes wasn't bad, but I feel like it had everything that I disliked about Half-Life in it. Oh, smack him with the cannon! Oh, you actually get to shoot him with the cannon! Well, then I got shot in the face.
It's the little things in life you have to appreciate.
Oh, that's just sick. Now, of course, they can tank cannonballs, but okay. And then shoot me with dual MP5s, but whatever. Honestly, it seems easier just to punch people. Oh, we got a bow. I got shot in the back again. Come on, pick it up. Well, pro tip, do not bring a bow to a dual-wielded machine gun fight. It will end poorly.
Well, yeah, because you have lower fire and arrow, if you shoot it incorrectly, maybe, just maybe, the arrow would probably not go in the direction that you want it to.
You know, it's funny you mention that. During one D&D game I played many years ago. Push right button! Ooh.
Stupid fools. Your captain is long dead. He's fish bait right now.
Mask de Pedro, huh? The boss fight, the boss names are just brilliant.
Like I said, the entire series from Die Hard Arcade to this and Dynamite Deca 3, Asian Dynamite, the series just goes off the rails. Insane.
It wasn't even on the rails.
It was on the rails for like the intro for, you know, Die Hard Arcade, where it's just, you know, Nakatomi Plaza, President's daughter's kidnapped, save her. And that's the only point it was ever seen.
So, okay, when you say Die Hard Arcade, do you mean that Japanese game that John played like months ago, where it is essentially Japanese Die Hard, I guess?
Yeah, it was never really intended to be Die Hard, but everything fit together, so they basically said, alright, we got a tower, we got a hostage crisis, let's see if we can get a Die Hard license. And they did.
So it's Die Hard the arcade game officially.
Yeah, it was for its time. Remember, the license is long expired.
Sometimes the commandos take way too long to kill the enemies to come repair you. Or not repair you, pick you up.
You. I have changed my body to this.
Because I'm waiting for him right now. Because I got.
He transitioned from human to fishman.
Fishman. He turned into a the most useless fish ever, Magikarp.
He's not quite Aquaman status yet. I mean, he does have a giant claw and a sword, so there's that.
The claw. Oh, come on.
Magikarp can't do anything, so.
Except until he turns into the blue guy.
The blue guy, yes. The
Don't
blue guy.
By the time that game series came out, I was done with turn-based RPG, so I do not know Dim Pokemans.
Well,
See, I was just the right age for that.
well, at that time, first of all, I wasn't born yet. Second of all, I wasn't into turn-based RPGs. And this is the time before I was introduced to Fire Emblem. So, yeah, also...
Fire Emblem's more of a strategic turn-based RPG.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why
I was just getting my ass handed to me.
It mentally stimulated me more than Pokemon. No offense.
And what?
God damn.
That in there Pokemangs.
Oh, Pokemon.
Oh, see, you know what's funny? I tortured my family with two horrible franchises. Pokemon and Power Rangers. The two Ps. The deadly P.
Yeah, because late 90s, that's kind of what was being aired a lot.
And of course I got into the Power Rangers and went to see the movie. I forced my mother to go watch it with me. As I was a child. Ooh, kicked me in the crotch. And then
Your mother kicked you in the crotch after the movie?
I probably deserved
Yes.
that. Because if you actually, even watching it as, even if you watch this show, okay, it makes no sense. That movie is terrible. That's even if you watch that show.
That's because it's Suki Levy and Haim Saban working with old Tokusatsu series, and they don't have the rights to show the live action. They just have, well, the live action actors. They just have the rights to show, you know, them suited up and going at it with foam abominations.
Oh, I thought John was talking about the Pokemon movie.
I'm talking about both.
Oh, both.
Okay, because see, like, they redid the movie in the show itself. And it made way more sense, even if it made less sense. Okay, it was way more involved in the show when they remade the movie, because like then you had a new character named Ninjor who was like a robot ninja, and but the movie, it was like, here's this new villain we've never heard of, and they're gonna go to some planet that we've never seen, and some half-naked chick's gonna say you gotta find your great power.
But
that
doesn't happen to Pokemon. That's only Power Rangers.
No, I'm talking about Power Rangers right now.
Alright,
I'll get to Pokemon in just a second. Honestly, Pokemon is actually kind of the same thing. We're going to be although it's done a little better, but I would say the movie's a little worse. Because the movie, like, it just drops you right in. I actually went to see that opening night with my grandfather.
Thank you for saving my life again.
I think the Pokemon, like, I'm assuming with the Pokemon movie, it's assuming that all the audiences know who Ash Ketchum, Misty, and Brock are, and Team Rocket. And then also, from what I've heard, the Japanese, okay, there's a scene that was cut from the English version.
Hey, wait, did I just finish the game? Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's an arcade game.
That was quick.
Now, I'm playing Ravenfield right now, and
Calm down.
and if anyone wants to fact check me on this, I've heard that in the Japanese version, there's a scene that explains why the Pokemon crying brought Ash back to life and not being stoned anymore.
It doesn't explain that in the movie. Okay, the big problem with Power Rangers, the
That's
movie.
only the Japanese version,
Oh, okay.
as far as I could tell. But someone please fact check me on that. Please.
Ash was never alive. He's in a coma.
Oh my
So I never
god!
hate this.
Whoa! So edgy. So edgy of a theory. Childhood ruined. 10 out of 10.
And sadly, RetroArch crashed.
Alright,
so let's see. We will go into another Dreamo the Catsto game. And yeah, well, Squiggles, Power Rangers the movie was part of my childhood as well, and I actually still do have my VHS of Power Rangers the movie, but you gotta admit, it was pretty bad, especially compared to what they did in the show to explain what happened in the movie with the Ninja character and all the rest. Let's do Sonic Adventure, because I want to save some of these Dreamcast games for later. I really wanted to save Dynamite Cop for later, but it was just too good to pass.
There's multiple ways to play through it. The same ending, but there's multiple ways to play through it.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought it like it wouldn't. Oh yeah, it'll have the same ending. Okay, so like the first level will be different then. Oh, Sonic Adventure. This is another childhood game that I never actually owned. Now I have reviewed this game. I reviewed the PC version, which is probably the best way to play. But you know, this is what I played back in the day. Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, I never played that. Never really cared. SS Central Station. The Nazis won!
Oh no! But isn't like Yu-Gi-Oh! Essentially, well, yeah. First of all, it's a card game, but the TV show is about some dickheads playing a card game.
So it's not much removed from real life, only with more fancy effects.
Yeah, it's just only with holographic stuff and all that shit.
Sonic,
from that,
please never speak again.
And from what I've heard, there's like a pharaoh that hooks himself in the body of a child. Some shit. What is this?
Legal on so many levels.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what is Yu-Gi-Oh? That's what I want to know. Aside from the card game.
Yu-Gi-Oh is a special time in a card collector's life where he plays a trap card. But it's not gay, so don't worry about it. So wait, I just picture like, what if the blob monster did surrender itself? Like, all right, just cuff me. I give up. I want to reform my. And like, what did it even do? Like, I get that it might be like trespassing, but it didn't attack anybody, not that we saw. So like, why are they shooting him? Is that what it is?
Our dubbing is terrible.
Yeah, going from completely silent to voice acting. I think at the time I was more impressed by the fact there was. Oh God, what happened to Sonic's face? Oh, there he is. This does not emulate nearly as well as Dynamite Cop.
Is Sonic's face missing?
Yeah. And smack him. Frame rate's not that good. This does not emulate that well.
Yeah, emulation for this is still work in progress, and it probably will be for a while until the cores are fully understood.
I found you now, faker.
But at least it's still working. Now, Power Rangers, the movie from 2017, I actually really liked it because it actually felt like a real movie. Lens flare! I'm blind!
Didn't also, even though I didn't see it, a friend that did see it tell me that it has an autistic kid in it.
Of course.
So it doesn't really seem like it. That's the Blue Ranger.
Where you going?
Oh, of course it's the Blue Ranger. Like, what do you think the primary fan base of Sonic is, huh?
Oh, well.
That's not the primary fan base, because remember, primary fan base of the Sonic series.
I was joking. Not every Sonic fan has autism.
Well, no, it's not
for instance, I'm on the spectrum. I don't like Sonic.
Dude, the Sonic games are just marketed to kids. Everybody else that latches onto it has a little bit of issues.
Like, you know who.
You know who. But anyway, that being said...
Shall not be named.
Yeah, the demon thou shall not be named.
So the God of Chaos, huh?
Demon would not claim that.
He whose name must not be spoken. Yeah, the Pokemon live-action movie, I'm not sure if that's going to be that good. But, you know, it's got the voice of, you know, Deadpool, so maybe.
Ryan Reynolds.
And, we'll just have to see what happens. And I don't really care for Lion King, so I don't really care. I didn't even like it back in the day.
Remember, John doesn't like Disney movies because he thinks that they're all babby shy.
Well, I don't like Lion King for one simple reason. Because it was done a lot better when it was White Lion Kimba.
Yeah, I've read about that.
I think that John would hate Lion King because of Hakuna Matata. What a one praised.
That among... they just sing way too much in those Disney films. I'm just... not a big fan.
Hakuna
Oh crap, no!
Hakuna Mapuka.
Disney kind of has a long history of ripping a lot of people off.
Why am I not surprised?
Well then.
And, Jacques, this actually is Redream. This is Redream. Raycast doesn't actually work. For some reason it keeps crashing, so this is the only, core that's functional. Now, in '99, this was actually really, really impressive. It's still kind of impressive to this day. But, like, back then, holy crap, going from the N64 to this... It's like... There's a lot going on here, you know? Now, sadly, I never owned this game, but I did rent it a lot. I mean, look at that goddamn wheel!
Actually, there's a group of programmers working on remaking this in UE4.
Really?
And Sega saying, yeah, dude, keep us up to date.
We're going. Wait, someone's remaking Sonic Adventure and Unreal Tournament. No, Unreal Engine.
Yeah, they just had a gathering of game modders, and you can look it up on YouTube.
Did you say game modders?
Game modders.
Oh. Kane Hodders? He's been cloned? But that's what I love about Sega. They're not uptight like certain other game developers who shall not be named.
Wait, what now?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unlike the company that basically lets Intelligent Systems publish Fire Emblem on their systems, and only on their systems. They tried to sue Kaga for trying to make a spiritual success to his creation.
Oh, Sonic?
What?
Just drop it.
No, quite. No. Oh, crap, no! I must really be sucking tonight at, like, the video games. Deadpool is going... Oh, yeah, there's going to be some sort of Christmas special for Deadpool, so...
That'll be cool.
We'll see.
Star Wars Christmas special. There you go.
Technically speaking, that is the holiday special. Get it right?
No. Merry Christmas. Deal with it.
Merry Christmas.
I thought it...
Waka waka.
Yeah, the audio does not emulate that well with this game, but I'm not going to play too much of this, but this is one of my fondly remembered games. Now, there's one game I want to try to find for the PS1, and I just remembered it the other day, because the concept of renting consoles came up, and I rented a PS1 many years ago. Many years ago, late 90s. So it just goes to show you both how good and how bad my memory is. It was a PS1, the original one. I got two games, Lost World Jurassic Park, which was terrible from what I remember, and some really weird game. They used to show it on commercials all the time. And I remember like there was some kind of robot that you control, and it was like this black screen and it scrolls vertically. That's the only thing I remember about it, but I really want to find that game, whatever it is. They advertised it heavily in the late 90s. Oh god, this voice acting is literal cancer.
Wait, so can you describe that again?
Oh, wait till you get to our Big the Cat, who's voiced by somebody you would never guess.
Yeah, I mentioned that in the review.
Darth Vader.
The king of the world.
That tells you nothing.
Too bad, but no kidding.
Yeah, but can you describe that commercial again or something?
Well, it wasn't just a commercial for the game. It was a commercial to sell PS1s. And the only thing I remember is you had like this mechanical guy that you controlled, and like there was this vertical scrolling level with a black background. It's the only thing I remember. I can play with Tails. I don't want to play with Tails. You go to jail for that.
I want to go out on a limb and say Omega Boost, but what from the sounds of it, it sounds like maybe a. Do you think it's like a scrolling up shooter or something like that?
I have absolutely no idea. I played it
Omega
once.
Boost is behind the back robotic, a bit like Panzer Dragoon.
Yeah,
that could be.
Yeah,
it.
I actually do have Omega Boost, but
take a look.
But I don't have a PS1. I have a PS2 Slim, and the reason why I decided to get Omega Boost because my retro curiosities got to me, and at the time I was playing Gran Turismo. And then I found out about Omega Boost, and I was like, oh my god, the guys that made the realistic car game made a robot fighting in space game. I'm going to get that from Amazon.
Let's see here.
Alongside
no, that's not it.
Card.
That is not it.
Yeah, it's not. I suspect it not being Omega Boost.
I guess I just have to, like, PS1 commercial, 1998.
2000XXX, because they couldn't decide on what year they wanted.
Now, of course, as we all know, Sonic, when he wants to go long distances, just takes the train.
Yeah, just give it running speed.
My god, my legs are tired. The fastest I can go at the speed of light. I'm going to rest my feet and basically go on a train. That is so slower than me. But at least I'm going to take a super fast nap and only take 30 minutes.
You're too slow.
And yeah, COD 1 expansion is good. I would recommend it. It's my favorite COD on the Citadel. Wait, no.
Global Offensive.
This is very much reminiscent of that one Sonic animated series that was other shit.
United Offensive. Is that what that COD expansion was? United Offensive or some shit?
Yeah, United Offensive. Quite good.
Oh, yeah. I tried that.
Oh yeah, Sonic, Crash Talk Dr. Eggman. I mean, man. By force, the hard way. Wait a minute, I think that might be illegal, dude. Oh, you mean just one of your, flying machines that might or might not work.
Yeah, boys.
This music's not too bad.
Music gets pretty good, yeah. In fact, it goes full on 80s cheese fest towards the end.
Just gotta love that saxophone.
You know, the Japanese, at least when I play Gran Turismo 3, well, some main menu, like, it's some, I don't know, like, sometimes, like, I don't know if it's just me in Japanese games, but I do recognize that some people, like, some Japanese, like, composers would, like, use an electric guitar in a jazzy way. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes a bit of sense.
Basically it. Because that's how it was been done for quite a bit. I mean, Silent Hill soundtrack. The composer for that has done jazz music, he's done heavy metal, he's done blues.
Now, Eggman, wouldn't it make sense to just, like, you know, put a gun on that thing instead of, like, doing a little drill thing and then crashing into the ground? I mean, kind of makes you really vulnerable, but
you know why? Because I went down. He said, "Can I be lead now?"
No. That was Eggman's Mean Bean Machine, so.
Which is really just Puyo Puyo.
What the hell happened there? Would you just transform? Or transition?
Meal brie machine.
What are you, Larry boy?
Larry boy!
The PC version actually has a mod that fixes the frame rate. It's Sonic... Oh, I can't remember what it's called at the moment. Oh no! Maybe, you know, Tails, you're a fucking dumbass. Why'd you bring out the emerald? Chaos needs souls. Wait, no, which god in particular? Oh, Undivided? Now, for some reason, I just picture Eggman just being, like, ritualistically scarred underneath that ridiculous get-up he's got on.
That's why it's the full-body suit. He's actually not fat. He's just got tentacles and all sorts of unspeakable, horrible mutations.
The stone tablets, so yeah. Chaos Undivided confirmed.
Okay. As a side note, do not look up PlayStation 1 adverts via YouTube. You'll pull your eardrums out.
Uh-oh. Robotnik Land? Well, he would eventually build that in Sonic Colors.
Sonic Colors, you say?
Yeah, where he builds a theme park.
Wait a second. The game you're thinking about, it wouldn't be 1, would it?
1?
Yeah, it's a Contra-esque shooter.
Let me take a look. Using the power of the smartphone. PS1. Not PD1. PS1, there we go. Meanwhile, Sonic just gets to stand there. Let me see. It doesn't look like it, but then again, this could be like the early level game. Huh.
Between 1 and Apocalypse, though, I recommend those because they were the Contra when we didn't have Contra.
Better get going.
And for the record, Contra for the PS1 never happened.
Dude, you know, I've not played those, but I have seen them. I don't think
to say it happened. I'll find them and I'll end them.
You will eat them.
I don't think that's it, but I actually am gonna buy it legally because that looks really good.
Actually, you can. The price is really low.
Oh. Well, I will buy it legally on the internet. By which I mean I might or might not get the ISO. I mean, not that I would do such a thing, because that's evil. It's of the Satan.
Thankfully, PS1 games, except for the really super rare stuff, is actually pretty cheap. I mean, I've still got most of my collection, all 120 games.
I only have a few, but I do have a couple. Ironically, the first 2 PS1 games I forgot were, of course, trilogies. Alien Trilogy and Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I totally planned it that way.
Oh, hey, I had a weird glitch with Republic Commando where I would walk into a room and the Super Battle Droid would be bent to the side, and when I walked into the room, it would start bending back normal, but it looked like it was demented. I was like, what in the world?
That's kind of creepy.
Faulty programming.
This was on Steam.
I know. I'm not saying it's faulty programming in the game. I'm saying it's faulty programming with the droid.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's the fetish program.
Wow.
He's got a flashlight installed.
Somewhere.
Oh my.
1990, whatever the fuck this was, 98 or 99. This was like ridiculously, like graphically impressive. Because imagine going from this, like I did, going to this from Super Mario 64. I mean, this graphically blows Super Mario 64 out of the proverbial water. Okay.
Well, Sega was kind of known for that. I mean, because at the same time this was released, actually a year and a half before. Remember, Gran Turismo wasn't released, so the most, really advanced racing game we had in terms of graphics was Daytona USA, and we went from that to Scud Race. Scud Race still looks good today. And I don't mean that as in, oh, it looks good for retro. No, I mean it still looks good compared to even the most expensive driving sims today.
You know, I need to actually play that.
Scud Race? Yes and no. You're going to need a Model 3 emulator.
Now, I assume MAME doesn't work with that.
No, not at all.
Okay, so that must be, I think I know which emulator you're talking about. Now, was Lost World Jurassic Park, did that run on that?
Let me check. I want to say it was AM2 hardware, but I could be wrong.
Because I did have a emulator that ran that, so maybe that would run the other one. I don't know. It's been many years since I've tried to run anything particularly esoteric. It's been a long time since I got to say esoteric as well. Yeah, this was the first time I think 3D really looked good. I mean, compare something like this to, say, Quake 1 with all those jagged polygons. It's like, Sonic, you know, he looks kind of crappy today, but Sonic actually looks smooth, so to speak. He's not just this massive polygons that just... So yeah, this was jaw-dropping in '99.
That was custom hardware. Remember, even at the time of this release, the most really powerful American arcade game released was running off of 3DFX Voodoo hardware. We're talking Blitz 99. The hardware that's present in the Dreamcast was custom built. It was, to give you an idea, it was about roughly 2 to 4 times as powerful as a Voodoo 5.
Yeah, not bad.
Damn. Sega really shouldn't have gotten out of the hardware business because they were impressive, but bad business decisions. I think was the Saturn what ultimately killed it though. That's what
here's the thing: the Saturn did not do well in the U.S., but that they actually made fairly good sales in Japan to make it cost effective, and they did pull a profit off of it. What killed them was the fact that Sega, up until the Dreamcast, never discontinued support for any of their systems. So remember, September 9th, 1999, when this came out, this game and the system. Sega was supporting 6 consoles across the world.
That's kind of crazy. I don't know why they stuck with most of those though. I guess there was a significant audience for the Master System in South America, but yeah.
South America?
Yeah,
Brazil.
Station Square will be departing
You can still get Master System games new and systems new in Brazil to this day.
Interesting. But then again, it's South America, and then Brazil, nonetheless.
You can get Sega Genesis new today, and it's one of the most cost-effective means to game in Brazil because there's no import tax.
Yep, I remember hearing about that. Like the PS3, it was like, I think like the PS3 was like $1,000 there.
Yeah, you got to be rich to afford a PS3 or any modern system outside of Microsoft system.
Okay, now I do not remember what you're supposed to do after that. It's been way. I think you go to the casino, maybe? I know you end up at the casino at some point.
Lost World Jurassic Park is Model 3.
Okay, so I must have had an emulator that could possibly run that. But it's been so long since that. I did a review of that back in 2010. And it ran well enough. But when I go back to the beach, I don't remember. Too many games. I don't want to switch to playing as Tails, because Tails is utterly abhorrent. Turok on Steam is quite good. I actually had the GOG version, but it's the same game. Sonic Colors, played the Wii version, enjoyed it for a few levels, and stopped playing it. I haven't actually finished it, so yeah. And yeah, Corey, if he brought out an A10, that would be a very short battle. Unless somehow Sonic could go, faster than the speed of light. Then, okay, maybe. You stand a chance. But he only does that once a game, so... Okay, so there's nothing left to do here. I'm trying to remember what triggers the next thing. If I can't figure it out quick enough, I'll just transition to another game, because there's always more games to look at. How do I get back to the beach? This was pretty ambitious for 99. I would get hit by a car, Sonic. That would end your whatever it is you do real fast. It's like, Sonic is so incongruous though. It's like, you've got a normal looking guy over there, and then Sonic's just running around. It's like, what? Why? And they treat it they're utterly, la la la, we're in love, really? Or are they all high or something? It's like, oh, it's just a blue hedgehog that can run and talk and, yeah.
things.
Okay, I think this is just a, That was the one problem I had with this game, though, is that it did get kind of obtuse at times. Kind of. It just didn't tell you, like, you had to do something very specific to trigger the next set of events. You had to be in the right place, and that led to a lot of wandering around, which isn't that big of a deal, especially back in those days when games had to last. Which, you know, by today's standards, a lot of that wandering around is really annoying, but if you were going to get, like, a game and it had to last you, like, 6 months, you didn't want it to run out. Because when it did, you're not going to get another one for a very long time.
Yeah, I'd saved up, and then, like I say, I'd bought the entire launch release, every game that launched with the Dreamcast, and even though this game can get obscure, I ended up clearing it within the first night.
Yeah.
No, I kept replaying it because, you know, better times. Understand that even though I had a pretty healthy collection of games, I'll still replay just to see if I can do better.
Yeah.
And
well,
I'll still play Strider 1, the arcade board, once a year to one credit clear it. See how fast can I get.
Seb just shot me through the head. I'm pissed.
What'd you do? Say his armor looked kind of silly?
No, I went in front of his firing range.
Oh. Well, that's more your fault than his. You know, the big thing with the barrel, you're not supposed to go in front of that, just so you know.
If you can help it, try to avoid.
Because friendly fire is not
friendly.
Played I did play Half-Life Echoes, and then I kind of said fuck it. So I played that earlier in the stream for about an hour, and then I just kind of got annoyed with it because it kind of acted as a walking simulator, and my crowbar wouldn't actually hit anything, and so I just kind of gave up on that. I mean, it's probably not bad, but I just couldn't get into it. Now, in '99, what PC game could have rivaled this? Honestly can't think of anyone at that time.
In '99, we were really getting not that much. You had Unreal Tournament, you had Quake 3 Arena, you had the latest Need for Speed, which was Need for Speed 3? I'm trying to think what else came out in '99, because I know we were I was working with Namco. We had just set up the LAN and Tom's Triple Play, so
Yeah, not bad.
spent a lot of time on that. Spent a lot of time on Age of Empires 2.
Oh, that one I didn't play that back then, but I have played it these days. Okay, that did look pretty bad. The background literally was a 2D image. But you wouldn't normally notice that. Let's see.
Especially not on a 640 by 480 screen.
Yeah. Now, one thing that's kind of funny that happened to me with this game is when I first started playing it, remember I just rented it, so I had it like for 5 days and had to take it back. I did not have a VMU for about 2 or 3 months because those were like astronomical in terms of price, like $40 I think.
Yeah, they first started there at $40. Memory card.
Oh.
And so I couldn't save, so I would literally leave the game on overnight. And of course, as you know, somebody eventually came across it thinking, oh, he forgot that it was on. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And they shut it off. That was bad.
And then you posed a curse on them.
No, I didn't go that far, but yeah, that happened. And I was far in the game, too. Alright, let's see. Since I'm not going to bother trying to figure out where to go next.
System Shock 2 did come out in '99.
System Shock 2 is that old? I almost said System Shock... Blech, System Shock Shoe. Let's see. I'm not even going to try Virtua Tennis. I went into that just to test it, and I did very poorly.
Virtua Tennis?
Yes.
Yes, it's actually quite good, but
Okay.
it does take some time to get good at.
Well, since he asked, like, Virtua Tennis, well, here's Virtua Tennis! Watch me suck at it. You probably missed all of Sonic Adventure. Favorite Left 4 Dead 2 custom map is probably going to be the Hive, the Resident Evil 1 film map. I don't know any of the controls. I don't know.
World Circuit will get you a little bit. It's a better training than just going arcade.
Okay. I know who none of these people are. I don't
Most
follow
of them are
tennis.
retired from tennis.
They're all kind of ugly. Just saying. I think that's not too bad. Let's just be the Russian here. Why not? Russian hackers.
Evgeny Kafelnikov.
I'm not.
There's really 2 buttons. There's only 2 buttons you got to worry about. There's lob, which is overhead, and there's serve.
Oh, this is gonna go bad.
No, not really. Because remember, this is the intro to it. It's not gonna immediately go insane.
I don't even know what just happened. Oh, I'm on the top.
Yeah.
It's like,
Aren't you usually though?
I thought it was at the bottom.
Stay mid-court is the best advice I can give to you. That allows you full range.
I don't think General got the joke I was making.
Oh, we all got it.
I didn't even know I could move up and down. Well, I'm definitely.
It takes a while to learn, but once you get it, it actually is one of the best tennis games ever made.
And so now we've gone from Sonic to tennis. Okay, there's a sprint that I was unaware of.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic tennis games.
Doesn't hold a candle to this.
Well, I feel like it's a very no-shit situation.
System Shock 2
No,
is
because it
99.
should actually be better.
I said it's a no-shit situation. That just means it's like, yeah, you're correct. That's obvious.
No, because this is actually better than Mario.
Oh yeah, I'm saying.
Player 1 loses. Oh well. At first, I wasn't even aware that I was on the bottom or at the top.
General, come on. You're just giving me material for jokes here.
Yeah, problem is the jokes aren't that great.
And guess what I did? Guess what I just did right now.
Look, you need to like do that in your private time, man. Just saying.
No, it's not that. I finally beaten Quake 1 on Nightmare.
Oh.
Nice.
Yay.
When they lob, just do a basic return. Don't lob back.
Oh.
The easiest way to get into it is cross them up. When you see on one side of the field, hit towards the other.
There's just a shambler in the background, just running around like a Down syndrome kid with
Bingo.
no
Now you get it.
with no guard, I guess.
Let's hope that wasn't just luck.
No, it's you play mid-court, you play against the player, play against what they're doing, and you can get good at this.
I can easily attest to say that episode 4 of Quake is probably one of the worst. It's probably my least favorite episode.
Yay!
Probably because of the
You must just suck that much that I'm able to do that. Hey, now we're in tennis. So yeah, it's back when Sega did stuff.
Sega!
But seriously, if like, I wonder who's the person that did software in the year 1996 decided it was a good idea to make a enemy with a small hitbox, well, small enough hitbox that leaps at you, and then when you kill it, it literally explodes. It causes massive damage if you're nearby.
So it was
Like-
late game development when they introduced the spawn.
Yeah, who came up with that idea in late game development? I want to smack him in the face and say no.
I
This is a
gotta
bad.
I'm glad it
admit,
was late
this-
game development.
Yeah, but it doesn't give you the excuse to do the most stupid shit possible.
Okay, this was understand 96. First-person shooters aren't what they are now. First-person
I
shooters.
know
were not-
that.
No, you really don't, because Quake was actually the least offensive of the first-person shooters.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, try playing Chasm the Rift.
Oh.
Yeah. Chasm the Rift makes even the worst... It makes Q-Zone for Quake. Q-Zone for Quake is, amongst hardcore Quakers, even from back then to now, is generally agreed upon to be the worst mission pack ever released for an id Software game.
And this is what, Q Quest or whatever?
Q-Zone.
Q-Zone.
Q exclamation point zone. It, when compared, even at its worst, Q-Zone at its worst, which was officially licensed but not made by id.
Nope, I forgot to make it.
Makes games like Chasm the Rift, where its hard points look absolutely positively forgiving. It is, trust me, Quake, the base 3 missions, really, the base episodes are the least offensive of its age.
I hate to admit this, this is actually pretty fun.
Yeah, the reason I recommend this mode is it gets you into it, and there's actually missions against not people, but objects and things like that, such as target attack, barrel hit, things like that. The game gets pretty wacky.
I'm gonna beat this one guy. I'm gonna beat literally the easiest guy in the game. The Glass Joe of Virtua Tennis.
You have to learn to cross him up. Basically hit at the field, the part of the field where he's not, and if he returns, you lob. If he lobs, you return away from him, and that's the easiest way to get good.
This requires an entirely new set of thinking, because I've never actually even cared about tennis up until literally this second, so... As far as the chat goes, just bear with me a second. I'll lose this one time, and then I'll lose, and then we'll go on to Zombie Revenge, which is way more visually interesting!
Hey, General, we gotta do some more,
Shit!
What was it? What do we do on GTA 5?
Various missions.
Raids, that's it.
Shit.
Or heists.
Yeah, it's a heist. You're thinking of World of Warcraft.
The only time I played World of Warcraft was last year, but I didn't even get past the first area.
Well, shit. Okay, I still don't yet know all the controls, so I'm like just mashing the X button on the controller. Well, player 1 loses. That's to be expected. Okay, I will try that. I shall try that again on my own time. So that is Virtua Tennis, ladies and gentlemen. It's actually a lot more addicting than you'd think. Probably is even more addicting if you don't suck at it, like I do.
It takes a little time to get used to.
Alright, Zombie Revenge. In recompense for forcing you to watch me play tennis, here's Zombie Revenge.
Zombie what?
Zombie Revenge.
Was that another game he's playing?
Yes.
I'm actually a zombie and I'm about to get revenge.
Oh, good.
Wait, what's your address?
What?
Well, I gotta get revenge, right?
Oh, well, I'm in Illinois.
Okay,
So, I mean,
arcade mode, training room, fighting mode versus boss mode, original
Not
mode.
really. It's a straight shot from Illinois to Texas, Illinois.
Now, what's the difference between arcade mode and original mode?
Original mode, basically, you can level up characters and things like that. I don't know which you want to play through. I'd recommend arcade mode first, but go to options and check the controls.
I did not check the controls. I'll have to guess. Who is this guy?
Seizure mode initiated.
Yeah, we're gonna be the chick again. Because.
Oh wait, this game? Oh, I played this game at an arcade a long time ago.
Hod, Tom, and G. It's the G-Man! It's good to see you.
It is. This is from House of the Dead.
This is a zombie game, right?
Seems like you.
Okay. Yeah, I played this at an arcade called Nickel World.
Are we still following this guy?
He's the one making
the
zombies. To catch him, we have to follow.
And then they had Mortal Kombat with funny colored blood.
Yeah.
It was like greenish, yellow, and purple sometimes.
Honestly, I thought you said something about nipples.
Yes.
Why is their blood green?
Because you actually have to unlock red blood in this.
Yeah, see, I didn't get very far with this at the arcade, mainly because I was a kid and I didn't know what I was doing.
Okay, am I really that dumb? I don't know how to open the shutter. I don't know what the control is for that.
See, oh man, this looks so familiar.
I'm still kind of disappointed that I did not know about this until now. Also, the zombies are using guns.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
House of the Dead zombies. They're actually not stupid. Well,
One's
not
using a
as-
Class 12.
They're about as intelligent as your average college goer. I mean,
Your average cretin.
Your average,
don't jump into the fire. Okay, what's the control to open the shutter?
It's probably F.
Must be. Okay, I guess it's Y.
As in, why are you so bad at this game?
Because I only tested to make sure it worked.
Oh.
Smack him. Beat the shit out of him. I did just watch a zombie movie earlier in the week called Last Train to Busan. It is a Korean language film. Quite good, actually. About zombies on a train in South Korea. Come on, shoot her! Don't shoot her, shoot him. I'm not dead yet. Even the zombies love that Spaz 12.
I gotta clean my glasses because mystical forces from beyond this world keep making my glasses dirty even though they don't touch anything.
Yeah.
How did I get myself into
Yeah,
this
see,
mess?
you know what I mean, because you wear glasses too.
Yeah. I got
So
the
my
floppy
hair's-
disk. The flippy floppies.
My hair's kind of long.
Common Antifa member. Actually, I think it does a disservice to the zombies.
Oh hey, GTA Online, you get a bonus 750,000 just for logging on.
Not bad.
For 100,000 every day you log on.
Oh, those pieces of rebar in his chest. You can pull them out and beat him with it.
What?
If you find a really,
Crap.
is that the really big zombie?
Yeah, I'm fighting a zombie that, you know, has bits stuck in him.
Oh, is it like a bigger zombie?
Yeah, it's decent size.
Okay, so yeah.
Uses the fist of the North Star logic of the bigger the boss, or the more important the boss, the larger he is.
That's as far as I got in the arcade, just to let you know.
I guess the arcade version must be much more difficult.
No, it's the same version.
See, I didn't know what I was doing, so that's why.
You suck.
And literally, this is a 1-for-1 for the arcade ROM.
Right.
I feel like the controls are a little,
They take some getting used to.
There's no time.
Oh, I finally stole a military jet in GTA 5 and I actually have it now.
What do you mean there's no time?
Is that another song?
There's no time like the present.
It's like, come on. You don't need to be... Flashlight? Wait, why did she pick up a flashlight? She's not gonna be able to use that.
Well, you never know. Actually, she might be able to.
That's true, we can't assume her gender.
I didn't mean necessarily like that, but I mean...
She's got a gun. Chances are she's actually a natural porn female. Sorry, I had to.
You could bump the uglies.
You know, I never really understood the use of that term. Because it's like, if you actually see the various bits, they're not, unless they're like not well kept, then they're not really ugly. So yeah.
I mean, that's the term.
It's puritanical society.
So it's like...
Everyone...
Yes, you can fold that steel chair and use it as a weapon WWE style.
Really?
Check the content of the disc.
Y button on the computer.
Congratulations.
It makes you think that your game is actually glitching out. I was like, no, what's going on?
Choose a card. What?
Any card.
I will go lightning. The card seals your fate, so it can be electrocuted to death. Do you know plant section D4?
Run Picard. Or no, run... not Picard. Run Catan.
That game's gonna get reviewed next year. Smack it. Or smack the door.
Oh, speaking of which, I actually had a dream where I was a dark Jedi on Deshaun's ship when he went to go find Kyle with Jan.
Oh.
But instead of just leaving Kyle behind, I stabbed him through the back.
How could you?
He survived.
How do you survive getting stabbed in the back?
Depends on where you get stabbed.
Well, I have a question. Was your dream rendered in the Quake 3 engine?
No, it was basically the person who played Kyle Katarn in Dark Forces 2.
Oh, that was great.
Oh.
Let's back it.
Was that.
Except the voice was the one from Outcast and Academy.
How could you? That guy was great.
I know, but I like the voice from Outcast and Academy more.
Where did you two come from?
Magic.
Episode 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, did you know they're making another Austin Powers movie?
Why?
Wait, they are?
Yep. They brought Michael Myers back to do a skit with Dr. Evil on not Jimmy Kimmel, but what's one of those other late night people?
They're all interchangeable.
Huh?
They're all
interchangeable.
Okay, one of the people, and I was like, oh, that's cool. He came back to play as a.
They didn't like turn Dr. Evil into like a pseudo.
I'm willing to bet they will.
He whose name must not be spoken, because YouTube will take you out for that. Rosetta Red. Oh God, no! Don't say that. YouTube especially doesn't like that. I'm not even going to repeat what the chat said.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Knishmas.
Best of us for the rest of us.
Merry Thanksgiving, everybody.
The Christ Mass. This is actually quite good. God damn it.
Now I was scouring the Quake Wiki, and basically with the commercial add-on sections, yes, they had like some articles about Q exclamation point zone and Abyss of Pandemonium and all that shit.
Oh.
And apparently, there's this quote-unquote episode 5 that was released as Quake's 20th anniversary or some shit, and you can get it for free. Yeah, and I'm playing that right now in Nightmare difficulty.
Yeah, the episode 5 is actually good.
Oh,
Q-Zone is not.
Crap, what was I
had
say?
the Hexen one from back in the day. Oh crap, get off of me! Sexual harassment.
The Hexen and Heretic zones are okay, as is Duke Zone. Q-Zone was not very good. It wasn't terrible, it wasn't very good.
I don't think I ever saw that one. I don't remember seeing it.
You'd have to be at a Babbage's in 96 through 98 to see it.
Have you seen STD, General?
How could you ask that question of me?
I'm just asking.
No, because I've talked about. I did a whole video on it. I did a whole introduction to that.
Oh, they dropped. Apparently, my dad actually got the first season because he was curious if it was good or bad. It's actually not horrible.
It's terrible.
I mean, it's not great. Yeah, it does.
No, it's freaking terrible. If you're a Trekkie, you would know that.
I am a Trekkie. I'm not a Trekkie.
If you don't think it's that.
I hate to say it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you don't think it's bad, just wait. What episode are you on?
I don't know. I'd have to ask my dad.
Just wait till you get to the Mary universe, and you'll then get back to me.
Well, I was surprised because they dropped the F-bomb twice in there. I was like, that's not Star Trek.
Oh.
The reason they can drop the F-bomb is because they don't have to worry about the FCC. They're broadcasting over their own channel. And okay, not Star Trek, dude. Would you first see the friggin' Gorn skeleton on the ship? That should be your first clue. This ain't Trek.
That's among many other things. Once you get through it, the thing is, if you watch it for just mindless entertainment, maybe it's not that bad. But I think if you actually really focus on what happens, you'll see that it's pretty terrible.
Yeah. Well, I don't like Star Trek Discovery either, but...
Hello, Shuttleston. I'm your dad. Want to watch more of Star Trek Discovery with me?
No, he's actually going to bed right now.
That would count as torture in some states.
Yeah, I will... you know, now I kind of want to do that video again. Yeah, video... Not the video. Multiple videos on that series.
Oh, hey, General. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
No, because I was going to do that, but I just didn't want to have to watch that show again.
I was going to ask. Sorry, go ahead. You weren't finished.
Game over.
Well, we game overed. GG.
Oh.
GG, no re.
I was going to ask when it comes to some of those Star Wars games if I could assist you.
I'll have to see.
I mean, not assist you, but like add some stuff.
I shall have to see. I used to have a Star Wars guy, but in addition to myself, so I'll have to see.
I could be the new Star Wars guy.
That would be big shoes to fill. So we'll, like I say, we shall have to wait and see. How about some Mortal Kombat gold?
Oh my god, not Mortal Kombat 4.
Why not? Let's see, how long have I been going? About 2 hours. Okay, I'll do this one and then save some of the other ones for later.
You know, I might have owned this when it came out, but I'll be the first to tell you, never liked Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
I thought we've been over this, but so far, yeah, only 2 episodes where I face only grunts and enforcers. I'm pretty sure the rest of this episode is just going to mainly have ogres. But hard mode is hard. But nightmare mode has sharpened my senses. So this shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Oh, this was something that did not get very popular back in the day.
Nope.
Because
but it was better than Midway's other 3D fighters.
Oh, hey, General, you'll like this. Disney is actually working on trying to make a realistic lightsaber that extends and retracts.
That seems unnecessary, but okay.
Why?
Master Replicas already put out good lightsabers.
No, I mean like an actual lightsaber.
I get you, but it's not going to work.
I know, but it's Disney. They have like as much money as they would need to if they wanted to actually make it a real thing.
It's Disney. These are the same people responsible for ruining Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's why I have no faith in them.
Well, my problem is it's not going to be a... Okay, can it cut through all metals?
I don't know.
It's not going to be able to cut through anything. It's Disney.
Well, if it's a real lightsaber, it would be better. Then it's not a real lightsaber.
You know, that reminds me. I had bought one of those lasers that burn stuff a while back, and the lens became misaligned, so it wouldn't shine like it's supposed to. So I ended up taking it apart and realigning the little lens on it, and I was thinking, when I was doing that, I'm like, is this the creation of the lightsaber?
Well,
no kyber crystal.
Well,
see, think about this though. For a real lightsaber to be real, Disney is now going to become the most powerful company in the world because they've mastered cold fission or fusion, I should say.
Fusion.
Yeah, that's the one. They've mastered that. They've mastered magnetic containment fields. They've mastered basically making lasers so powerful that they can do that. Because powerful lasers really aren't that powerful with the current state of technology. So basically, they've just invented like 5 different technologies that will literally revolutionize technology and life as we know it. So no, they're not making a real lightsaber. They're making a nice replica, but it can't be real.
But even executive toy, there's for a lightsaber prop to extend and retract. It's not going to be any better than a master replica's lightsaber.
I actually have. My dad has 2 from shit back in the day.
Yeah, I've got Mace Windu's on my wall.
Oh, what, really?
Yeah, he literally went into the Star Wars universe, killed Mace Windu, and hung his
Hey, I
corpse
wouldn't
up on
kill
the
Mace
wall.
Windu.
Yeah, he
That's raycast, man. You can't kill the black guy.
No, I wouldn't kill Mace Windu because he was the only badass Jedi who probably survived that entire encounter.
Lucas actually said that he may have survived.
That's what I'm
Episode
saying.
3.
Ooh, that had to hurt.
He's the only badass non-main cast Jedi who probably survived it.
Lucas was saying if it wasn't for Anakin, he killed Palpatine.
Yeah. Oh wow.
That's how bad Mace Windu was.
Yeah, Mace Windu wasn't bad. I especially liked his book, Shatterpoint.
Oh yeah.
I have that legit.
Mace Windu's is on the wall. Darth Vader's that episode 4 lightsaber. I've got to replace the batteries on, so it's currently sits top in the corner.
So yeah, but the thing is, like, it's not going to be real because, well, the sheer technological sophistication of a lightsaber is something that we're not going to get for probably at least 500 to 600 years, barring any major advancements that I'm unaware of.
Or extraterrestrial contact.
That too.
Of course, it has to be always the dang extraterrestrials, you know?
Fucking Xenos.
Those
and
Xenos.
hello, Fallout person.
Hello, Fallout boy.
Jiminy Jillikers. I have no idea who this is. Fujin? Yeah, he didn't come back.
He did for Deception, but that was about it.
Deception?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Deception.
Oh, I think I have that.
I've never heard of this guy before, though. It's like, oh yeah, no one shall remain seated. When Fujin arrives, you know, Raiden, who gives a fuck about that guy? Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Johnny Cage? Nope. I'm only a fan of Fujin.
Oh my god. That's horrible.
I may not like Mortal Kombat, the story is not bad.
Get over here.
The first Mortal Kombat game, the actual story was a lot harder core because like Raiden was the bad guy. Well, not really the bad guy, but he like killed everyone at the end.
It was quote unquote neutral.
Okay, I'm not gonna end the stream, but I do have to go run the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Hey Raiden, you and I should do some raids for right now.
Right now,
actually, before I go,
things.
Get something on the screen that's actually more entertaining than a frozen thing. Okay, is that running? That will.
And Corey Cox, even if they got directed plasma, they would. Plasma requires magnetic fields to stay within its state, and it's constantly burning. For plasma to be done in a saber form, you're talking serious magnets. Anybody with a pacemaker within 25 yards of a lightsaber, if it was plasma based, would be dead.
Really?
That much of a magnetic field.
It's like there's somebody's grandma nearby. I'm sorry, Grandma. I have to see this lightsaber. You're gonna have to die to see this lightsaber.
Cats and dogs alone would be freaking out because of a magnetic field. Birds would just be falling from the freaking sky.
You just turn on a lightsaber, all the birds around you die.
Oh, they don't die. They just understand that a lot of birds' homing instinct comes from their innate ability to sense magnetic fields. Well, you've got this massive F-off magnet.
Okay, and I have returned yet again.
So you got a massive F-off magnet trying to control a plasma field. Yeah, you're gonna have dogs and cats freak out and try to run away as far and fast as possible, and you're gonna have birds like, which way is up? I don't know anymore. Thump.
Let's see. Oh yeah, what was that one?
I have to quiet down my laughing. My dad's trying to sleep.
Cyber Troopers. Oh, what's the name of that game where you can play as one of the Street Fighter characters? I cannot.
Street Fighter.
No, not Street Fighter. It's a top-down beat-em-up thing. I had it.
You asked.
Cannon Spike.
Okay, there it is. I could not remember. Okay, so here's a thought I had literally as I was running in there. Okay, what if there existed a universe wherein indoor plumbing wasn't invented, but all the technology to live stream was?
Yes.
And so, like...
So you'd have rural Virginia.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry, Virginians, I got to. Love you to death, but I got to.
Because I was just thinking, like, well, what kind of world would we live in? Where, like, you had to go to the outhouse. It's like, I'll be back in 15 minutes. I gotta run to the outhouse. You literally...
There's the cabins on Caddo Lake, which are like that. I mean, I could set up a satellite to stream from there.
No, that would be hilarious. No indoor plumbing. But...
No, it's a rustic wood cabin. I mean, like I said, give me some time to triangulate a satellite and get it set up right. I could stream off that. I could. My reception would be shit, but my ability to send out the signal. Well, yeah, you could take it as a pun if you want to, but no, a pun's not intentionally intended.
Wait, pun?
Gunship Delphin.
The one tire on this car is not moving.
You get the triggers that you can allow you to lock on.
Oh, okay. I can play video game.
Well, no, a lot of people don't realize that. Even in the arcade, people don't realize, oh wait, there's a lock-on mechanic.
I forgot I had explosive bullets on.
But it's a timed lock-on, so it only lasts for a while.
Okay. Let me get the drugs.
I forgot explosive bullets were on, and I tried to shoot somebody outside.
UFO Robo Vader.
Get me, you Death Knights.
They're on.
Yes.
Oh, you gotta love Cammy.
You mean me? I'm a Death Knight.
No, do you basically wave like 5 fireballs in a horizontal row at me and wield a sword and have horned helmets and shit?
Mm-hmm.
I know, the fireball part I can't quite do unless I light the sword on fire. Everything else, yes.
I hope you're kidding.
It's like, are Death Knights also Mage Knights in a weird sense?
No, they're just... Death Knights in Quake are literally knights. All the knights in Quake are previous knights who unfortunately fell to the worshipping of Shub-Niggurath.
They're nice to be able to publish.
Has this been confirmed by, well, it's software? Has it been confirmed?
Yeah, it's the same as... Best case example I'm taking a look at the Scrag enemy.
Yeah.
Originally, the Scrag was known as Wizard, and still is in the game files. Now, if you go to that, there's also another name for the Scrags.
Yeah.
Barons of Sheol. Meaning, they were once souls that were human. Sheol is basically the... You gotta go back to old biblical lore for this, which is almost into Apocrypha. Sheol is the realm of the dead, before it became hell.
Okay.
A bit more than Kabadoobie and its terrorist enemies. And see, as you're saying that, Rain, I'm fighting big bio gorilla, so...
Yeah.
So you got all this, like, serious stuff, and then it's like, literally I'm fighting a mutant gorilla.
Oh, well, you got one boss that's about to come, which is pretty goofy.
Fire Monster BB?
No, that's one of the more serious bosses, but you're about to encounter one, and you'll know it when you see it. You're encountering these serious creatures, mutant gorilla, biomonster, and here soon enough.
Oh no, what is it? Mutant ramen?
No, it doesn't get that weird.
Mutant ramen noodles.
That's a...
Actually, there is a game for PlayStation and PlayStation 2 based off of a ramen brand. UFO ramen, to be precise.
Well, I did fight a UFO, so I wonder if that was a reference.
Not confirmed, but would be interesting.
There is a giant ramen monster in Chosen Sentai Jetman, so...
Yes.
Okay, hold on a second. Giant Rolden monster?
Ramen. As in the noodles.
And like the ramen, if you eat like if you eat that ramen, it like makes you like really impatient. It was a very goofy episode. Jetman is still my favorite of all the Super Sentais simply because they...
Super hentai.
And there was a couple of hentai monsters, just saying.
And there are also hentais based off of, Sentai shows, so...
Well, of course.
Bob Green, Ken Brown. Holy crap, they're kicking my ass.
Holy crap, are you making fun of cripples?
Maybe.
So what about the secret and surprisingly in-depth lore that you're spilling out to me again, Brain?
Basically, all of the enemies of Quake are those that have either fallen to or fallen under the worship of Shogun. It's not really in-depth lore. It's basically the lore.
So...
Alright, we got Bob Green. Fuck that guy.
That doesn't sound very fun, General.
Well, especially as a giant robot. I mean, that would be kind of painful.
Especially to the pleasure centers of the brain.
I didn't mean literally. Not literally. Well, you never know. Cammy might be kind of lonely.
I hate that crazy exercise lady in GTA 5. You have to race with a bike. Ugh.
Oh, come on! Seriously? How are you supposed to survive that?
Please tell me you don't have to get on a bike.
Yeah, get on a trike.
No.
I'm like really hurt now.
It
hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know, I need to see that video. Evidently, like, some feminist wanted there to be like some kind of rule in Red Dead Redemption 2 where like you can't attack women or something.
Yeah.
But what if there's a woman bandit? What do you do then, huh?
You scream equal rights and shoot them.
She'll leave you alone.
No.
Yes.
You say believe women and, I don't know. Just spread them. There you go.
And you spread them for the women. And yes, I did just say that.
Fallen Balrog!
Why did I get killed those crazy?
It's basically a Vega clone from Street Fighter 2.
Oh yeah, the name's different. Okay.
Though he looks a bit more like Marilyn Manson. Especially in the 2D art.
Who's Amy Sacker's son?
Oh crap, no! Good thing I'm out of credits, so once I die again, we will move on to yet another classic of some description. Yeah.
You keep giving up, General. You can't do that.
Well, no, you have to start back from level 1 if you lose credits out.
No.
Big Wheel Dragon. I'm not gonna. And the audio doesn't necessarily work. That's why I need my save states, because, yeah. I have too much to pay attention to try and really get in the zone. I can't like play game. I don't play games on Nightmare anyway, because I do not have anything approaching the patience to do that.
I mean, I just beat I finally beat all the Halos on Legendary.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen with me.
No?
A man's gotta know his limitations, as the old Clint used to say.
Clint Eastwood?
Yes.
I'm gonna steal this police car just because of
that's
I'm pretty sure Clint Smith of Gunsight would agree.
Well, so that, of course, is Cannon Spike. It's pretty good. Damn, I need save states, though. Because it ain't easy. That is for sure. Sunset Overdrive.
Oh, Sunset Overdrive. I've heard of that.
I have as well. I don't know. I'd have to see. I just don't really, like I said, I don't play that many games that are modern much anymore. Okay,
You play GTA 5, don't lie.
Okay, that's
not really that modern. It was released in the last 8 years, supposed to last 5.
Yeah, see, it doesn't count.
5?
Hydro Thunder. Oh, I remember this from the arcade. Hydro Thunder, the only boat racing game that I was ever aware of back in the day. I actually burned this. I mean, bought it legally.
I thought you said you burned it.
No, I.
What you did back in the day.
I banned it. There we go. I joined Antifa to ban it. Let's see. I always like Arctic Circle. I don't know how bad
I don't know how Antifa would be offended by this game, but let's be honest, they're offended by people who breathe.
Oops. I did. Okay, I gotta restart. I accidentally hit 2-player by accident.
That means you don't want to play with me?
Well, do you have the game emulator and all the rest?
No.
Okay, let's go to.
That would make it rather difficult.
Gigawing Hydro.
How about I dare Antifa to play Quake on Nightmare difficulty and see how they go?
They don't have opposable thumbs. They can't do any of that.
Knit.
They just sit there and slap the keyboard with their face.
They basically will scream, I don't know, peaceful protest at the
There's there's nothing peaceful about their protests. That's not protest, that's right.
Yeah, exactly, they're lying when they get protest.
This emulates well enough, but not that good.
Did you say protest or protest?
Protest.
Boost.
The aliens for a change.
Now see, the arcade versions are actually really, really fun. It's this big stand-up arcade machine. The whole thing, and like the whole thing, like rumbles, and it's really a great deal of fun.
The sequel Arctic Thunder actually has a fan on the cabinet which will basically blow in your face.
Nice. I don't think I ever saw that though. And this doesn't emulate very well at all, unfortunately.
No, the water effects, they're still working on that. The frame rate's right, the water effects are not.
Yeah, the sound is terrible. It's like... Oh, come on. Like how I can just throw these boats into this guy. It's like, yeah, you know what, they'll be fine. I like how that one little boat just... not that one little boat, but like that big fuck off like tug there can just... It's literally flying!
It's like, nope! Change altitude. There's a boat, sir. We can't do that. Watch me.
Magic. The blathering.
Magic,
Boost for 4 seconds.
What if I want to boost for 5 seconds?
You gotta grab more boost.
No, they should give it to me already because I want more participation award.
I'm literally flying driving through the killer whale.
Participation trophies didn't exist in the 90s.
I'm only gonna get 6. Oh well. Only got sex of 16. Ah well.
You got sex? Holy shit.
I've already streamed Quake Arcane Dimensions. But you know what? Since I'm feeling particularly good on the old Thanksgivings... How did it know my first name started with J? How did it know?
Mr. J?
Dreamcast. It's thinking.
It's spyware, secretly.
It wants to fart on you.
Good thing T is very close to Z. Wait, no, my last name isn't... Oh, wow. I don't even know my own name, ladies and gentlemen. I am very smart.
Are you senile, John?
Evidently. Number 1, JTL. Alright, so no one will ever complain to me ever again about that goddamn Quake Arcane Dimensions. I will actually play it one more time. It was good, but not the most amazing thing it ever was. Okay, where is
Come on. Alright, after that we have to do some raids on 5.
I gotta get off after a while because I got other crap to do. Okay, where is that even? I think
you don't get to leave.
She won't let you leave. Okay, that must not be the right one.
Oh, my ex.
Oh my. Okay, that's not it. Is it Sepulchre?
Do you have some stuff you want to talk about, Rain?
Oh, I know how this works. Okay, just bear with me a minute. There we go. Okay. Now, is that actually set up on the... There we go. Perfect. Okay, there's your Arcane Dimensions. That ought to shut you up.
I'm pooping. No, I'm kidding.
Hopefully this will shut you up. There you go. Arcane Dimensions.
No, now you have to play Quake Episode 5, Dimension of the Past, which was the 20th anniversary Quake episode that was released.
You cannot...
I gotta find that at some point.
You can actually find... Yeah, I think you can find it on Quaddicted or something.
Oh.
Quaddicted? What?
Quadicular.
Quaddick.
Well, that's what Krogan have.
And his mom and his mother was surprised that he had quad dicks.
Well, technically Krogan have 4 testicles.
Wait, what?
Talk about a Magnum upgrade, am I right?
So, yeah.
Sorry, but I gotta say this.
What?
Confucius say, baseball wrong. Man with 4 ball cannot walk.
Oh, yes.
Unless he's an alien turtle man. But then he probably didn't hear them.
Man with 4 testicles cannot walk.
Man with 4 ball can't walk. Remember, baseball term. 4 balls equal walk.
4 ball equal walk.
Happy walk.
Walk-sided. Come on. Okay, why can I not just shoot people?
Because you're general.
Like,
But you have a single-barreled shotgun, right?
Yes.
We're
Yeah,
saying
you can
that
shoot
you will
people.
take 32 lashes to the face.
They won't die though. Nothing.
They won't die.
Zombies need
Keep
the
on
axe.
shooting them.
Yeah,
You don't have explosive weapons, zombies need the axe. Everything else is more than susceptible to buckshot, though.
Yeah, zombies, either grenades or the axe. It's either like rockets or... Yeah. It's either rockets or the axe.
Okay, so F6 must be quick save. F5 goes into the internet options. Oops.
General, are you watching porn?
What am I not? I mean, never mind.
Well, I mean, you were making chicken, so I hope you didn't do that while making chicken.
Well, that was a secret flavor. Oh, never mind.
Oh, no!
Secret formula.
So, apparently we're going off of the Captain Spaulding recipe.
Oh, my.
I don't get it, but okay.
Captain Spaulding, House of a Thousand Corpses.
Never seen it.
Okay.
How could you?
Never heard of it until now.
I need your nerd card. Just hand it in. Just hand it
Dang
in.
it. Oh, but I need it for tomorrow.
You're gonna have to. Well, you can get it out of Hawk if you watch 1 minute of the Amy Schumer comedy special.
Oh dear God, no!
You sick, cruel bastard!
Well,
He's just a boy!
I'm older than you.
You're still just a boy.
yeah, but see now, we can't try you as a juvenile, so you got to get the full punishment of 1 minute of Amy Schumer. 1 hour will kill you. So
General's not that harsh.
for now.
Shit. Oh,
But
man.
if you like STD,
Yes.
then you have to watch Amy Schumer for an hour.
No, I don't care for STD.
Hey.
The Klingons. I mean, they did give it an
Klingorks.
explanation for why the Klingorks have no hair. And why they look the way they do.
Hey, can I upgrade my nerd card? Because I found Quake, well, this extra episode. I
Holy
found.
crap! What's attacking me?
Your mother.
Why am I? What did I get? Oh, I must be on fire. I guess.
Yep.
Your mother's attacking you? While you're on fire. That's not nice.
Mother!
You have to go to Child Protective Services.
Or open up a motel, but I wouldn't recommend that one. Oh, there's water there, so of course I didn't jump in.
John could go to Child Protective Services anymore.
I am Child Protective Services. John is the zombie. Wait, what?
Oh no, it's a big old shamby. What am I gonna do to the shamby?
Now, I already live streamed this. I gotta really make that. Now, do I have to like stab him with the thing? I don't know.
No, you just have to shoot them until they die.
Okay. It's a cyber demon. Shoot him till he dies.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Thanks for nothing, Game Pro.
You know,
they actually published that.
You know, I had no idea that was even something that was published. I just thought it was a meme.
Nope.
So it's a so the meme was a thing that F9 is quickly. Okay. So the meme was a meme of a meme.
Of a mean meanie.
I cannot imagine. Why would anyone publish something that?
Because it was Game Pro. Nobody sane subscribed to Game Pro.
That's just sad. Because I just saw. I thought it was a joke. I just saw the image of the cyber demon and it said shoot it till it dies. Like, yeah, it's good advice. See, I never really followed gaming magazines or gaming press until like a couple of years ago. I didn't care back in the 90s. No, I take that back. I did read one issue of Nintendo Power. Because I was big into Nintendo and I wanted to know the release date of Pokemon Yellow because, well...
Oh. You were a yellow belly.
Well, see, Pokemon Yellow was a re-release of what was more or less the original Pokemon game, but it was more in line with the anime. And yeah, so you know how embarrassing that anime was? Well, I wanted more of it, and I wanted it in video game form. Because, kid.
No one's gonna judge you for it. Basically, it was of that generation. Trust me, my generation had far worse. We had stuff that was just nothing more than just solid wall-to-wall advertisements. We had Mask, we had G.I. Joe, Jason the Wheeled Warriors,
Transformers.
Yeah.
BCI.
And sorry guys, to anybody who's got this, oh, Transformers is cool. No, Transformers wasn't cool until the movie.
Oh.
The episodes made no sense. I'm gonna be honest.
The
and yes, Combine the 47, diehard game fan was so much superior to Game Pro.
Shit.
The owner of diehard game fan, Dave Halverson, well, the ex-owner, he sold it.
God damn it.
Is where I got my Neo Geo from back in '90.
Do I still have my parachute on me?
I hate the ogres. I always have, even back in when it first came out.
Ogre now.
Now he wants to have snoo with them.
There we go.
I'm kidding.
GeneralLotz have snoo with an ogre?
No. I mean,
you know
yeah,
what?
Fiona's attractive enough. I mean, she is thick and all, but...
Not Fiona, Shrek.
I think I'll pass.
No, wait, someone should totally make a mod of Quake, where basically all the ogre's sounds is literally Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth?
It's been done.
It's been done? When?
Yeah.
Show me.
There's a ton of bad Quake mods. You can find them out there, and if you're looking for video proof, there's a guy on YouTube called A Jolly Wangkor. He normally does Half-Life mods, but he's done Quake mods before too.
No.
Oh god, not these things. Oh, I hate those.
What?
That's what she
things?
The goddamn spider axes.
That's what she said when she saw the
Spider what?
Boars.
Oh! Oh yeah, I do hate those.
I'll tell you this, I did not get a legit copy of Quake until many years after it came out. All I did was play the original shareware disc over and over again. So I didn't actually face these things. Actually, no, I take that lie back. I somehow got a copy of it, and then it was uninstalled, the disc got lost or something, but all I had was the shareware disc. So I did not have to face those cretins altogether that much, but I do remember them. Oh yes.
Yeah. Back when you can look up enemy names on the internet and not get scarred for life.
Oh no, you could still get scarred for life. It just took a long time to download.
Yeah, not only that, but, well, yeah.
Well,
no, dude, that existed back then.
Turok 2 is a good example of a modern day game. A modern day at the 90s game that I used the Actually, no, I did not use the Intornet. I asked my grandfather to use this mythical Intornet to get me the cheat codes and a strategy guide for it. And literally, you could download off of the Intornet a strategy guide.
Oh my god, so revolutionary.
I mean, like, it was...
Yeah, it was.
So, hell...
Remember, this is 96 to 98. Yeah, it kind of was.
And when you think about it, it's like, well, these days, you don't really need a strategy guide anymore. All you need is more money, I guess, for DLC and crap like that.
Yeah, and can we have a slight, 0.5 femtoseconds of silence for the fact that Prima strategy guides actually died this month?
Really?
Yep.
They finally died?
Finally? Yep. Screw you. No, I'm kidding.
There goes the 0.5 femtoseconds of silence.
Well, you said femto, so you can't... It should be imperceptible.
Hentai.
Exactly.
Hentai.
But anyway.
Hentai.
But anyways, I was gonna say... Oh, yeah. I still kind of stand by, like... You can still use the grenade launcher to bank shots and indirectly hit enemies. Especially in Nightmare, which is actually pretty useful in certain situations. I will say that.
And kind of... I suppose, I still don't remember... Well, then again, I never played it on Nightmare, so...
I beat it on Nightmare, John.
I shall give you a gold-plated can of Mountain Dew.
Upgrade my nerd card.
Upgrade
that's
my nerd
gamer card, not nerd card.
Or my gamer card, because I beat all Halos on Legendary.
Oh, like I said, I'll give you a gold-plated can of Mountain Dew. Please wait 5 to 6 years for
gold.
You do realize I do know a gold plater.
Damn! Don't tell them that. They'll expect a gold-plated Mountain Dew can.
They won't be able to read it. Just be a gold can.
I expect one now. No.
Okay, well, you're gonna be paying me for shipping.
It's my money and I want it now.
Okay, I'll do it.
God damn.
And we got the holiday break going right now, but
shit.
I can get it started by Wednesday of next week.
It's my money and I need.
All right, as soon as the check clears, let me know.
See, now it makes me kind of want to make one just to make one.
Well, the thing is, you won't be able to read the Mountain Dew on it. It'll just be a gold can, featureless gold can.
Well, I actually figured out a way you could kind of get around that, but it would cost way more money than it's worth. Well, actually, put it another way. It costs way more money than I'm willing to spend. All right, so what you do is you have the gold-plated can, right? Then you take extremely expensive silver lettering, and then use that to say Mountain Dew. Golden Gamer Award.
Easier way would be find yourself somebody who's got a good laser cutter, which I know of one person, but it'll add about another month to the process. Have them take brass sheeting, laser cut it in the Mountain Dew logo, solder it to the can. It's going to have to be an empty can. And then gold plate it from there.
You know, I'd almost be willing to do that if I had extra money, which I don't. Because I was like, God damn. Oh, come on! How was I supposed to be able to dodge into that? Yeah, Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. That'll happen at some point in the future. That means I have to actually play the game again, which, honestly...
It's time to stop!
I didn't like it that much when I first played it. Okay, I have very distinct taste when it comes to everything, so it's like, I don't want to play some random Russian guy.
Well... wait, did you say Shadow of Chernobyl or Call of Chernobyl?
Well, whichever one.
Shadow is
yeah, the original one. And there's a lot of Vors. Holy shit.
So
3 of them.
So much Vor you would have thought it was DeviantArt. Not that that's on DeviantArt, but still.
You know, I'm pretty sure if I decided to basically review quick, I'm gonna throw some jokes in. Some very terrible and tasteless jokes, I'll tell you that much.
Oh dear.
No pun intended.
I died just as soon as Autumn Aurora.
Aurora Borealis? At this time of year? They
This-
all localized in your kitchen.
In this part
Yes.
of Mother Raja. Stab it! Stab it! The axe actually works in this game. I was unaware of that. I was able to just stun lock that Vor and just literally cut it up.
Yeah, the Axe of Shadows, unlike the original axe, does work.
Oh shit. Oh, okay, it's just a Death Knight. Okay, no big deal.
See, I always think of the D&D Death Knight, the old Strahd and the various others.
And I found him out of ammo. Holy crap. GG
It
game.
wasn't Strahd. I'm trying to
GG.
remember. Ah, great. You would catch me when I'm having a mind fart on D&D. Damn it.
Well,
no.
Trick skills. No, that was not to pass, unfortunately.
well, for that you'll have to watch one episode of The Daily Show, but not with Trevor Noah, but instead just with Jon Stewart.
With Amy Schumer.
Because Jon Stewart wasn't that obnoxious, from what I remember, but I haven't seen anything of him since 2010, so...
Oh my god, quad damage!
Jon Stewart was the original host of an American television show known as The Daily Show. It was a political commentary-based television show on the Comedy Central network.
Alright, it's Night of the Black Rose. I'm trying to remember who...
Save. Save.
Lord Saw.
Oh, shit, no. I knew that guy. Well, not... Well, I knew that guy! No, I didn't actually know him in real life. He was in the first couple books of the... Okay, I have to literally restart because I quick saved in the absolute wrong place. No.
Wow, what a pro, what a pro.
Hey, what can I say? I never said I was good. I just said I like to play.
He's calling you a noob, General. What are you gonna do about it?
Not care. Because I don't suffer from tiny dick syndrome, so yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
That sounds like a man with a tiny dick would say, John.
Well, no, see, when I say tiny dick syndrome, what I mean by that is somebody who always like, I'm really good at games, just watch. Like, I don't care, you know? You can call me a noob. You can call me whatever you want. I don't give a shit.
Tiny Wang syndrome.
I am going to destroy everything.
Yeah, Lord Soth. He showed up in, I think, the last book of the Dragons of Whatever the Fuck trilogy. What's it?
Dragons of Earth. Yeah. He was also banished to Ravenloft shortly thereafter, and he's the only person who's ever escaped Ravenloft.
I thought that was Strahd for some reason.
No, he faced off against Strahd.
Okay.
Strahd has still yet to escape, and probably never will, because, well... Let's face it, while he's more than powerful enough, he's kind of love-obsessed.
Ah, shit.
See, that's one of the things about fiction that I often wonder, though. Okay. Could he actually escape if it was somewhat real, you know? Not writer-mandated or anything like that. Or not writer-mandated, but company-mandated. You know?
Well, the reason that Soth escaped was he stopped caring about everything. The Dark Lords could not torture him anymore. They just basically is like, we've tried everything. Nothing works.
Tried
And
everything.
they basically just said, get out of here.
Everything has been broken.
And then he got stuck in Planescape, I assume.
For a period, but he did come back to Perth.
Why period? That's nasty.
Planescape's kind of an interesting setting altogether. The whole idea that it's like this nexus of universes. Honestly, if I was going to do a actual D&D campaign, that I actually knew, like a physical D&D campaign, what I would honestly like to do is sort of like a cross, but would be Spelljammer crossed with Planescape, to create a more or less Sliders-esque version of Star Trek. You know, instead of exploring strange new worlds and civilizations, you explore strange new universes and civilizations.
Actually, I can't speak for the newer editions, but up till 3.5, that's completely doable. That's completely within the rules.
Because I think that'd be kind of neat. Now, I remember the Spoonie video on the Lady of Pain. I always like to include characters such as that, these like god tier characters, but not where they're trying to like kill her or piss her off, but like where she can, through an intermediary, give the party a quest of some description.
Well, the thing about Lady of Pain is she's unkillable, absolutely, totally, and utterly, and for one simple reason.
She's fat.
Quite the opposite. She's actually quite gaunt.
See, of course, if you say that, you get banished straight to the maze.
Yeah, you get mazed.
Yeah.
Does not mean unkillable, or does it?
No, she is unkillable. You can't even hurt her.
Is it because... what does gaunt mean, first of all?
Gaunt just means skinny.
Is it because she's on her menses?
We don't even know if she's alive to have menses.
But you said that she's unkillable. Okay, is she unkillable because she's already dead? Is that the plot twist of the century?
Nope. There's no plot twist of the century to it. You know why she's unkillable?
Why?
Because she follows the one rule of D&D, which is never spoken, but every DM knows. If you stat it, they will try to kill it. She is not statted. There's no way to kill something that has no stats.
Oh. Interesting.
It's the same reason why in the Privateer Press biblical RPG, they don't stat Jesus. Because you know somebody would try to kill Jesus. What's he gonna do? Forgive you?
Well, if you nail him on a cross, well...
He still didn't die, though.
Exactly. He came back. Not only did he come back, he came back and went to hell. Just to say, hey, guess what, Satan? Yeah, I'm taking over right now for this part. Those souls you got, yeah, I'm gonna need those back.
Yeah.
Yeah. You cannot kill what you cannot stat. And before you think about it, before anybody thinks about it, yes, the Elder Gods and Call of Cthulhu are statted, but there's a special little note about them. Like the Trask in traditional D&D, they have what's known as over-godly regeneration. You can kill them, you think they will be back, and not might be back, will be back.
Oh, that reminds me. At the very last, for those of you who even know what Ghost Recon Felix even is, the demon that he fights in Book 3 does come back. So yeah, I'll take that as I've never heard of even Warhammer or a dwarf before.
I'm very familiar with it, but yeah.
Well, I know you have, but
what now?
The young ones.
Wait, what'd you say?
The chillins probably have not.
Heard of what?
Gottrick y Felix.
What's that?
Go read. Just go read.
You're just making me want to give out the worst punishment of all, making you watch all of the Amy Schumer comedy special.
I thought you were going to say Amy Schumer comic books.
If she creates comic books,
okay,
well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go out and flat out say it. If she creates comic books, no damage will be dealt to the industry. It's already damaged.
I thought you were gonna say you were gonna have me have relations. That'd be the worst thing ever.
I don't think you want that, because, well...
Nope.
You don't need unholy hellspawn.
Because I can only picture that literally your dick would melt off when you got to, like, within, you know, say, 20 feet. It's just like a class 1 biohazard.
Yes, infighting. Yes, I love infighting.
What?
Really got really fat like a land whale? Yeah, I'm not surprised. She doesn't seem like a very happy person.
Oh, Schumer.
And in her last comedy special, she decided to wear tight leather. The last person on Earth who should ever wear tight leather.
And she talks about her vagina the whole time. Ugh.
Well,
it's like That's not comedy. That you're just being disgusting. It's like me going on stage and talking about my penis just the entire way through. It'll just be unsavory and disgusting the entire thing. It's like, dear Amy Schumer, crotch humor isn't always funny.
Or ever.
Well,
Whatever, yeah.
Well, that's what the left thinks comedy is, which is far worse than scatological humor.
oh god.
Incidentally, there's a game I'm reviewing. It should come out next week. I just didn't have the time to finish it up because Thanksgiving. Where it's a Japanese game, okay, and
that explains it already.
Name me the acronym for what I'm about to say. Special Action. No, Special.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Special Action Combat
NES
Team.
game.
I think I probably said it wrong.
Special what?
Special Combat Action Team.
There you go.
Game. NES.
Scat. Yep, I've heard of that.
Sad part is,
AVGN do that? Didn't AVGN make an episode about that?
I don't know.
I'd have to look through the seasons again.
But you know, they probably thought that was a really good acronym, and they didn't. No, not an acronym. They thought it was a really good name, but they didn't recognize what the acronym was going to be.
The sad part is, it actually had a pretty good name in Japan. A name that would have worked. Final Mission.
Yeah.
Final Mission.
Why not just use that? Why come up with? The pain sounds in this game are always so like serious. It's like sounds like it really hurts old Ranger here. No wonder he's crazy.
No wonder his prostate's empty.
He's not that old.
Yes. Yes, infighting. I love it so much.
I said empty.
Yeah, but he's not that old though. He wouldn't have prostate problems at like age 30. You better not.
You never know.
I'm gonna be age 30 in 2 months. 3 months.
Well, hey, who knows? They may change the age for when you have to have a colonoscopy to 30.
Yeah, I think I'll have to avoid that. Because that sounds very unpleasant.
It's not fun.
I wouldn't know.
It's like
You will.
Well, I'll know in 30 years.
Actually, wait, you're 20 what? 21? 22?
20.
Okay, well, you won't know in 30 years. You'll know in a grand total of 10.
Oh.
Because only a decade from now you'll be 30, so...
Well, if they changed it to 30, then yes.
Oh.
It depends on the doctor. Sometimes that can happen as early as 27 there, Chief.
Yeah, so... Get ready. Pucker up. I mean, never mind.
Squat and drop. Hold on.
That part is the CRT that's next to me. This Sony this PVM actually came from a colonoscopy clinic.
Oh
my god.
Yeah,
That's unsanitary.
At least it wasn't from.
No, it's sanitary because it was just for the camera. The camera was basically hooked up to it.
The camera was up the butthole.
I need ammo.
I didn't take the camera. I took the monitor.
The monitor was up the butthole.
That's a very stretchy. Very stretchy.
Yeah, that's the 20-inch monitor there, Chief. It weighs 90 pounds.
Give all. Fucking cheat codes. Alright, so with 30-pound monitors in certain sensitive areas aside, that of course is the Thanksgiving Day special. Oh,
Enjoy your turkey stuffing.
Yeah. Oh my. So
enjoy the stuffing in your new turkey.
I am of course GeneralLotz, joined by my merry men of Mr. Theta, Rainnick, Shadowstrom, and of course me. So wherever you may be, enjoy your Thanksgiving, and remember to eat a piece of pie for me.